Green, okay.
We're on?
Double checking right now to make sure.
Can you pull up the live on your laptop? Like
Huh?
stream on your laptop? It's just a...
Okay, it's showing live on Twitch.
Okay.
Let me check YouTube. I haven't used this in over a year to do this, so it may...
Well, we're good now.
So wait, are we on your YouTube stream?
Yes, for the moment it's on my Twitch and my YouTube.
Okay.
We didn't get the Facebook set up.
Oh, okay.
It's-
I was misunderstood.
That was going to be a third thing. We're going to do his two first since he has all of the, people who like him.
Alright then.
Since he has 10 times our fan base roughly.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, but it's still set to the old show name.
It's the old shit.
The Adventures of the Natural Ones.
Oh.
It's decent name, but this is what we got tonight, and I'm sure.
I'll have that fixed for the next
Yeah.
stream.
Are we good?
We're good to go. We're on Twitch and YouTube.
Constant asterisks in the title.
Welcome to the Dusty Spellbook, not the Natural Ones. Sorry if you're looking for that. I'm Murph Little. I'm the owner of the Author Shop, a bookstore in downtown Hattiesburg, and that's where we are tonight. And this is both a live stream and a live show, so if you'd like to come to a future date, this will be every other Wednesday coming through. I'm going to introduce our actors, characters, personas, thespians, starting to my left over here.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing a Eric Cochran bard. They appears as like a magpie coloration as a bird. And their name they go by is Trouble, like Trouble Clef. And they like shiny things. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kenneth, aka the Southern GM, where all this is coming through, and I'm playing Audric Botkins, a human fighter, gunslinger. So I'm the ones who be causing a lot of issue, as Percy once did. So yeah.
What's your
Human fighter.
fighter?
And I am James Eisenhower. I am playing Malachi, the variant human cleric.
I already know these people. I'm not writing down their names as they say them.
Murphkin, I will be playing Jonathan Jasser, who will be going as Nathan because nobody actually knows his name and hopefully won't for a little while. I will be playing another Matt Mercer original, a Blood Hunter, Profane Soul. We're all level 3, I need to add.
Mm-hmm.
I'm half elf. Billy?
I'm Billy Beelan. I will be
The
playing.
6th.
Yeah, full name James William Beelan the 6th. I'll be playing a character named Mahan. He's a Water Ganassi Eldritch Knight. He's a bit of a character. I really hope you all enjoy him.
Excellent. Okay.
All right.
Dungeon Master.
I'm the Dungeon Master. My name is Emmanuel. I've been running game mastering for a number of years. I've learned a couple things. I don't really care for dungeons and I don't like dragons. So naturally, we're going to be running Dungeons and Dragons. And the game we picked is Tyranny of Dragons. This is part 1, Horde of the Dragon Queen. So let's get into that.
Oh, only natural 20s from here on out, right?
Yep.
Only natural 20s.
It was the natural one.
No.
It was a 16. We all failed.
I got a 17.
Bad for level 3.
You gotta show off.
Goodness gracious.
All right.
4.
No, it's me.
So we're going to do this a little different. I've added a couple of things and I'm going to improvise a bit based on your characters. But the start of this is, for the past several days, you have been traveling a road that winds lazily across the rolling grasslands of the green fields. Sundown is approaching when you top a rise and see a town of greenness just a few short miles away. But instead of a pleasant, welcoming town you expected, you see columns of black smoke rising from burning buildings, running figures that are little more than dots in the distance, and a dark winged shape wheeling low over the keep that rises above the center of town. Greenness is being attacked by a dragon. Y'all been traveling with a merchant caravan. A trader by the name of Bolo is coming through here.
Oh, good boy.
And he immediately wants to get his cart off the road before any other decisions are made.
Oh.
You may rush off if you wish, or whatever you like.
Oh, the dragon's actively attacking.
It's made a pass over the keep.
Oh, okay, right now.
Yeah, it's in the mile. Little distant, little dragon. It's probably bigger to get closer.
Knowing me, I would let more experienced fighters handle that dragon. Depending what it is.
So which direction's the dragon in?
Oh, you go ahead.
I'm going the opposite direction.
Well, it's over there, and this is Bolo speaking. Well, last time I was here, what happening? Right, there was no dragons, so that's not like typical.
I would expect.
Why?
All right then.
Right, so I can't go there. We should probably leave.
Polo, you could absolutely go there. You're a very handy adventurer, right?
Not so much.
Oh.
What? Dragons not the best customers. They like to take the gold, not spend it.
Wait, he's got gold?
Well, presumably, dragons they like gold.
Well, I mean, we should go help people that ain't gonna be hurt.
Yeah, that's about right.
My immediate reaction is going to be trying to help people get away.
That's also very, very noble. Let's go with his ideas. Makes me sound less of an asshole.
Are there any people struggling, any people with cards, possessions, things like that need help?
Well, it is nighttime. It is dark, and but you can see there's like torches and stuff. The more you watch, look, it's not just the dragon. The town is being assaulted by a force, maybe from different things. It's probably under a raid. The dragon is just part of that. Now, some of you with various backgrounds, perhaps harpers and whatnot, have heard about attacks like these increasing frequency. Maybe you secretly expected something like this happen as you took on this job and were traveling in this area. I know some of you have
Can I
harper
make a
connections.
history check?
Hmm?
History check on this?
Are you may make a history check if you like?
It is 10.
10?
You stuck with Malachi, correct? Yeah.
You have heard of some towns being sacked and looted. Sometimes dragons are involved. It's been going on more over the years here and there. I mean, not an uncommon thing, but it has increased in frequency in the past few months. But you don't remember any specifics.
What was the name of the town that we're currently heading toward?
You're looking at Green Nest.
Green Nest.
It is in the Greenfield regions of the Sword Coast, to the east of Baldur's Gate, south of Elturel.
I'm assuming you're a cowardly sword. So let's get this.
Well, went to business school.
Yeah,
Got a safe choice.
I take
we'll
offense
get
to
your
that.
wagons turned around.
Can we see what color dragon it is that's attacking it?
It's not clear in the dark. If you want to observe and see if it breathes a certain element and make an
Yeah.
educated guess.
Sure, I'll do that.
I will fly up a little bit to just get a better look.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely see a few houses ablaze. You can see this clearly. You clearly see a house ablaze.
Okay, the dragon though, like kind of see.
It is shaped very dragon-like,
Okay.
but as it passes over the keep for like the third time, it finally unleashes what you assume is a breath weapon, and it appears to be a line of lightning.
Light. Ooh.
Lightning. Can I make a nature roll or some sort of roll to see if I
Knows
in-game
what that is, yeah.
know the difference between their breath weapons?
Certainly.
Okay, so I have a +1 to nature.
Breathing lightning.
That's a total of a 3.
Maybe a storm dragon? He uses clouds to fly. You're mixing up a lot of things.
It's a blue one.
For history, for me, if you allow it, 14.
Yes, assuming a evil type dragon that would be attacking town, blue does fall in line with it.
Okay.
Ah, yes, one of those blue storm dragons. It makes sense.
I come back down, relay what I saw. I think it might be blue, guys. Isn't blue bad?
Jonathan would know because,
Right, a hunter fighting dragon. Yeah.
well, he's also a harper and he's been sent here.
Yeah.
He would know what type of dragon.
Yeah. You know, a contact of yours is already here.
Yeah. So Jonathan he would want to get Bolo out of the way. Kind of not wanting him to die, but also finding Bolo a nuisance.
Right.
To
Bolo's
get him
card
to
is
turn around the way, then he would be making his way to that. So,
Bolo, as an experienced coward, advises against him actually fleeing because if he's seen, they'll be tough to chase him. He wants to put the car off the road and like cover it. He also has a bunch of wares, so if there's a common item or weapon that you don't think you have that might be useful in this situation, he could quickly try to procure that for you from his wares.
okay.
So, if you like want a crossbow but don't normally have a crossbow, he definitely has a crossbow. He has like it's setting on the he's ready, like it's got a blanket over it in case bandits on the road, whatnot. Otherwise, it doesn't take much to get it off the road. He'll start putting the tarp over it, and y'all can do what you'd like next. Like I said, it is dark. Approaching closer to town to a point should be fairly safe. Stealth shouldn't be difficult. Once you're inner town, it could be a difference. There's a stream that runs to the south of town, and the keep is in the center. There's most of the congestion of the town are on either side. Not a lot on the south side of the river, only a few buildings and houses.
Okay. All right.
This is a walled town?
It is not walled.
No
The keep has a wall.
Okay.
The town is open otherwise. It is not a very fortified town at all. You could, to quote the 13th Warrior, you couldn't keep a cow out of here. That was a movie a long time ago.
All right. When we approach this town, what does seem to be happening? Like, is it completely quiet? Are the townspeople
It's
going
not
by?
there's
Oh dear, Nigel, there appears to be a dragon.
Yeah.
I say, Virgil, we should go move.
That's why
Yes,
I
so to
asked.
speak.
We,
um,
I think Bolo, well, Jonathan thinks Bolo is important enough to help him with the cart.
mhm.
So he's gonna help Bolo. I don't know for everybody else how they're
I mean,
gonna go for it.
the quicker we get out of the range and distracted, the quicker we get everything out of the sight, the less likely we're seen as, prey to whatever's raiding.
I mean, we still are a ways away, right?
You're a couple miles out.
I mean, we could just leave the wagon here and move on toward the city to be of some help.
Right.
Yeah, Bolo, do you want to get rid of this wagon?
Well, we could leave
Bolo's
Bolo
not going.
here.
Yeah, Bolo's not going.
Not
No.
Bolo.
Wouldn't be impossible to convince Bolo to come, but it would be a waste of time.
Yeah. Bolo is the most immediate.
you,
correct.
Yeah, just move the car off the road. There'll be some trees. It's not. You don't have to like spend too much time. But just like help get it off the road.
How do you spell?
They're definitely gonna.
Sorry.
BOLO.
YOLO, Bolo.
So you have a darker cloak I could take since it's nighttime and I don't really want to be seen going up there?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're off the road. What's the cart carried by?
The cart is pulled by 2 ox.
What's the speed of an ox dashing?
It's
Roughly
Not
your
long.
speed, I believe.
Okay,
It's
I
not
don't know that they
incredibly
dash
fast.
very long.
that is not helpful.
They do have a gore attack that I've seen used to humorous effects and sometimes effectively, but you know, they're not trained or a bit skittish
I
around
think it's
danger.
way easier to be seen riding an ox than if we just run up. So I feel like we should just run up.
All right.
Yeah, it seems the town has the keep seems to be a focus of the dragon. I mean, it doesn't. It's not like a constant assault. It's like it flies in, it'll breathe lightning, and it flies back out, and it doesn't hurry back. It's like almost it's ominous. It takes a while. Like it almost it's long enough that you think maybe it's gone, but where it comes back again.
Dragon with a dramatic sense of timing.
Jonathan goes.
So you said there's the concentration of the people on the outside. Are they being assaulted by the other force, or all the?
No, there's no. You don't see a bunch of people outside. You can see movement in the town, and it seems there's a glimpse of a group that was moving in from the south, east.
Okay.
That's the far side of town from you, but it was enough of mass that it could be seen or it passed by a light source of a burning building. You know, like that's something.
I take off after Nathan.
But it seems the
I'll
town's
call myself
defenses.
Nathan to make it more helpful.
Yeah, the keep seems to be where the focus of the dragon is, and that's probably where people would have run to.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You'll make y'all's way into Green Nest.
Greens. Okay.
Let's see here. We're gonna roll and see if y'all run into anything.
I think so.
Were we doing it stealthily?
Well,
like-
y'all can be stealthy, but you'll see something.
Okay.
How stealthy are we doing it?
Oh, believe me, I can't be stealthy.
How stealthy are you trying to be?
I mean,
Until we get pretty close, we don't have to
Yeah.
be stealthy at all.
Right,
That's
we have to
fair.
cover at night.
we're not
And there's
outwardly
commotion
attacking
in the town,
people,
so-
and
Yeah.
so I don't think.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people
Yeah.
running around, so I don't think we have to be really all
Unless we
that
have our
stealthy.
blades like, come here, like
I mean, once you get to like the outlying buildings, how far do you start?
I'm just trying to take observation. Like, are they running with their hairs on fire, or are they just boarding up? It's my kind of vibe I'm trying to understand.
It's a blue dragon running around with their hair looking like it's been statically charged.
Like my hair is
Lightning
right now.
crossing is gonna
It's-
catch on fire, okay?
Okay. You, like I said, you hear shouting. When you get close, you can hear like commotion, the sound of like metal clanking, like maybe fighting, maybe looting.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we hear where the looting's coming from, or is it like multiple places coming from?
Yes. The first building you're inside of is there's a small house off the road near some other houses as you first enter town, and you can hear the one right next to where you are. Some commotion going on there. Seems to be there's some conversing. It sounds like some humans, probably, by their speech and inflection. And they're discussing how to best take the valuables and what is worth taking. It's seems to be a number of them, like half a dozen by a rough count.
Okay.
They haven't noticed your approach yet.
In this building, it's about 6 people.
No. You hear about 6 people. This town is fairly large.
I meant like the people talking about looting. I hear there's
It's about half a dozen, 6-ish, yeah.
Okay. Do we hear any cries for help or anything like that?
Not in the same location.
Not in the same location. Okay.
Nathan would be looking for any signs of cloaked men. He would know that dragons like to have a cohort of cultists around them, and he would be searching for that.
Okay. How do you want to approach? Do you want to go through the town and try to get to the keep? You want to take advantage of chaos and try to blend somehow, or do you want
He
to
would probably want
fight your way through?
He'd probably want to take advantage of the chaos.
Okay.
Take advantage. Maybe going towards the keep, he would surmise that the cultists, being power seekers, would want to go to a center of power, but he wouldn't expose himself.
All right.
Question. You say keep. Is this like a bell tower in this town, or are you talking about keep in the other distant place that we saw the dragon attacking?
No, this is the town with the keep of the dragon attack.
The same town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. The keep seems to be like a tower and a surrounding wall.
Gotcha.
Like a small little fort sort of thing.
Mhm.
And it has open fields all around it. It has a good lots. If you were in the tower, a good sight line to the whole village.
Okay.
Little out question. Do we all know each other prior to this?
Yeah, I've been traveling for, it says a few weeks, at least several days. You're acquainted at this point.
Okay.
You've camped together for, at least a week. So you probably swapped stories. You may have, it may be longer than that. So it's safe to say you have a general idea of what they are, what they're basically capable of, unless you would intentionally get it from each other.
Okay.
While he's doing his thing, I try to spot any possible law enforcement of any kind. I mean, I don't know if this town has that.
You had a lot of run-in with law enforcement?
No, I have talked to many of in a bar about their tales and their heroics, but sure, but not actually on the bad side of it.
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you.
Just straight wisdom
Straight
modifier?
wisdom.
Okay. Okay. That is a total of, wow, I didn't realize my dumb stat was a wisdom. That's 17.
17 is pretty good. You know the size of this town probably has a few guards and more like citizens that cycle
Local
through. It
militia.
doesn't have like a standing like police force
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So
Alright. But I
not
don't see
quite
any,
that size.
I don't see any commanding voices like do this, do that, or anything like that nearby.
Not that sound like police. There's some kind of voice like pick that up, bring that.
Yeah.
That's got too much blood on it. Wipe it off.
Gotcha. Alright.
I'm keeping my eyes to the skies, watching for that dragon. I mean, if it's
Make
about to
perception
make
check.
like a strafe on us, I'm gonna let everybody know.
I want to do that as well.
I'm
Watch
gonna
the sky.
keep his eyes on the sky, but he's also gonna head to the place that needs the most help. So if there's any cry of distress or anything, that's just gonna be his immediate reaction.
All right.
13 plus 5, 18.
18. You don't spot the dragon from where you're at, but you do spot something flying. It's much smaller, and it has the wings seem kind of like dragon wings, but it's a small little creature that you see like its silhouette as it like passes by maybe the moon or a taller burning building. They're not flying. It's not flying super high.
Is it, to ask this, is it being malicious? Like, is it, attacking? Is it dropping, like destroying things? Or is it just kind of like gliding over, watching everything going on? Or
I was mostly watching. You think you may have seen it drop something, perhaps a rock or probably a rock. Maybe a bowl, large bowl. Could have been a large bowl. You can roll that heavy enough would have the same effect if it landed on someone.
I thought dragons were supposed to be bigger than that.
Mhm.
Well, I suppose we go ahead and end this right now.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
No,
No.
but it's just one little guy. I mean, I can get from here.
Yeah. And call the big guy.
Do I see him do this?
That's a fair point. That's a
I'm
fair
not
point.
sure. Are you up? He's under you. You fluttering up, aren't you?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking above. So do I see this creature as well? Do I need a perception check?
No, if you're
Okay.
you are aware of what they're doing.
Okay.
Y'all stopping?
Yeah, they stop.
Oh,
I'm
you
still
see a thing.
actively searching.
The little thing has wings and arms and legs.
Okay.
You see from higher. You
So
can
I'm
see it
jealous of
past.
it already.
Yes.
Let's be honest here.
Just by the way, I'm an Eric Cochran that doesn't have arms and wings. I just have wings, so I can't use weapons while I'm flying and things like that. That is a trade-off we made here. Okay. I fly. I get closer with 60 feet between me and it. If I
You
can.
want to keep 60 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So the bard flies off deeper in town.
Sorry.
Do we follow? Do we
You dare
see
shoot
how
me
this
down!
works?
Vaughn would like to head towards the keep.
Okay.
Nathan will be going that way, begrudgingly following him on.
All right. As you're going around, you get closer to this thing. This looks like a small. It's like a humanoid creature. It's dragon-like.
By the way, I followed them on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, do I need to make a nature check? See what do I recognize what this is?
You probably have seen them before.
Oh,
It looks like a kobold, but it has wings.
okay, yeah. How strange.
How bizarre. How
As you're
bizarre.
going,
Well, I wasn't going that way. But
How
yeah,
peculiar.
basically that, yeah.
without warning, 5 humans dash out from between 2 buildings on your left. A limping man and 3 young children race across the street into more shadows. A woman carrying a round shield and a broken spear turns and faces back in the direction from which they came. 8 kobolds stream out of the alley on the family's heels and fan out around town, who look determined to delay the creatures for as long as possible.
Rush out to help the people in help.
Okay? I'll do that. The man and 3 children, and the woman has a broken spear and is being
How far away are
prepared
they?
to fight. The distance from you currently is about 25 feet. Is where the woman is. The kobold's roughly the same distance from you, and then about 15 feet from that, the man is and the children are limping towards the keep.
Okay.
It seems.
Vaughn's gonna rush forward and try to get in between them, yelling, "Get to safety!"
Okay.
Wow, and he's gonna pull out his
Am
weapon.
I in that general area where they rushed out? at?
Right. Yeah.
When I see like that happen, I'm gonna shoot something. Let's go.
They're still in this area, like that. You can see that this winged kobold was flying with the other kobolds. So if you're looking at down below, you see the little
Gotcha,
horde of
okay.
kobolds.
Okay.
We can do an initiative
Yeah.
check now, I believe.
Not bad.
Hey.
Ooh, nat 20.
All right.
First roll of the.
Question for your game.
Mhm.
How are we doing critical successes and failures? Are we only doing for attacks, or are we doing more than just that?
I think a nat 20 or a nat 1 should always come with a little extra.
Okay.
It may not be world changing, but there should be a little extra flair.
So that includes skill checks and saving throws and things like that?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, just want to make sure.
Well, this nat 20 fits my idiot.
All right.
Cute.
Oh god. You hear a whistle of that song coming from the sky. The melody, not the lyrics, the melody.
Because we can only sing 7 seconds of this song.
For a bard,
Huh.
do they have to use instruments to focus?
No, they
Okay, well, I know, because we were debating this at the other table and my table and shit.
I know a lot of bars that are not.
Okay, we got a nat 20.
Yep.
All right. What do we got? Who's got something higher? Less 20-ish. Anyone have 20-ish?
20-ish,
Initiative?
total, no.
Between 20 and 15, anybody?
Yes.
19.
19? What about you?
I got a 18.
Okay. All right, and then all right, what do we got here?
I got 13.
13, 10?
Yeah, I got double digits.
I mean,
I think it's the best initiative we've had at any point.
yeah, because you have +0.
I know. I'm bad at initiative rolls for some reason. It's alright.
That's not the worst thing for a cleric
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you've been
Okay.
hurt.
So,
Ding.
Yeah.
our good Eldritch Knight, you go first.
Cool. So as he's rushing up and getting in between, he yells, "Get to safety!" And he has his Biden out, and he's first up to the line.
May
Right.
want to explain what Bident is?
Okay, a Bident is like a trident, but 2.
It's a fork.
So here's my character. I don't know if you can see that on the screen, but it's 2 points instead of 3. And he is going to. Is he in range of anything?
You could get into melee range with the ground kobolds, or you could stand next to the woman with the broken spear and protect her and give her cover.
Definitely. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna stand there?
Yes. And I'll just ready an attack.
Ready an attack, okay. Melee attack?
Melee attack with the Biden.
All right,
Do it.
good. Next is, our gunslinger.
I'm going to not get right up, but get within about 30 feet of him.
There
That-
are buildings if you want to be next to a building.
Yeah, I'll take cover behind a building. That one in the air is kind of, it looked at me funny. I'm going to fire off a shot at it.
Okay,
Oh, not bad. That's an 18 to hit.
that is a hit.
10 D10 worth of damage. Okay, that's 2. There's 11 points of piercing damage.
11 points of piercing damage. You did a little more than winged it, but it stays in the air and screeches loudly and speaks some things in probably Draconic. The shot rings out into the night.
Actually, speak Draconic. So in Draconic, you're going to hear me call back up. That was the warning shot.
But you shot me!
Exactly.
Thank you for not hitting me.
The warning was for the other kobolds.
Just glared down the cobalt.
And you, did you take cover?
Oh yeah, took
All
cover.
right, take cover. Next, we have our birdie bard.
Okay. God, don't use that again.
Tested them out. Mark that off. Didn't work.
Okay, so
You just yell out, "Give him trouble!"
I will. Sorry, I was doing something. I am going to. Okay, I'm 60 feet, so 60 feet away. I would have the dash if I want to get on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
You would have a chance of hitting me if you fail, which I don't want to do. I do move at 30.
Okay, and that would put you closer to the party.
Yep. And I am going to. I need to manage my spells. gonna do vicious mockery.
Vicious
now.
mockery on what? The poor winged kobold?
Yes, absolutely. Wisdom saving throw 14.
Chat box set up on the side.
What, do you have a mock ready, or just gonna let the dice speak for you?
Well, let's see if it hits.
Well,
One box for
I
YouTube and Twitch.
am looking at their stats, and I believe
It's cool.
it has been mocked.
He has been mocked.
He or she has been mocked.
Okay.
Short
D4.
nobody likes you.
Oh, it's only one.
Were they mocked viciously?
There's only one. They
That's-
were mocked the whole.
Only one.
Yeah, only one damage.
After being shot, that actually is enough to do it in. It clutches with a gasp and
Why don't you just go down already?
just yes,
Just grabs its curls.
yes. As it pulls in, its wings stop flapping. It just falls down. It just as the other kobolds pass under it, it falls behind them.
Does that one still count as mine?
All right. After that is
And I think that's my whole. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
no. The man and the three children, they move slowly closer to the keep, taking a bit of cover next to a house that's in the way, but they're still in sight of you and the kobolds, moving kind of slow. About 20 feet per movement, since we're all psychic yardsticks in Dungeons and Dragons. After that is our bluff hunter.
So Nathan, he's going to go ahead and use his Crimson Right feature. So it means that he has to harm himself to get a little extra on his attacks. So let's see. So he's going to take 3 damage. But now his weapon is now magical and does 1d4 extra. Does 1d4 extra cold damage.
Cold damage. All right.
He's also, well, he's now, so he cuts himself, lets the blood on his blade turn to frost. He has a shield and rapier. And he's going to run to the one closest to the end of the trail, of
The rear of the path.
the rear of the
All right.
pack, to cut off their escape.
So we just see him go running past us, drawing his blade across. You're supposed to cut the other people for. Oh, what? Okay.
And he's going to take a stab.
All right. Go ahead.
9 plus 5, 14.
14 is a hit.
Okay. So that's their D4 right there. Rapier. So 7 damage.
7 damage total.
That's not bad for level 3.
That takes down this particular kobold.
Justice is cold.
Is that what we're here for?
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. It's been a pleasure.
Next would have been the wing kobold, but we're just gonna whoop, mark that out.
Just Batman throws a tub of ice at something.
Justice is cold.
After that,
Just Arnold Schwarzenegger right there.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yo.
after that, James.
All right, so Malachi will go to the woman with the shield and spear
Yes.
and ask her, where are we taking you for safety?
We need to get to the keep.
Okay. Is there anyone close? Are there any of the kobolds close to her?
They're en route currently. They'll be there very shortly.
All right.
Then
Then
Genasi's already there, ready as well. So y'all are
making sure
shielding
she
her.
knows. Keep going. We'll watch her back.
She nods and thanks, and she turns to go catch up with the man and children.
Then I'm gonna hit her in the back of the head with my hammer, take her shield.
A shield?
Yeah.
I forgot to ask Bolo for a shield.
Yeah. That is what I thought when she had one. But anyway,
You
Yes,
can ask her
then-
for the shield if you want.
You're not making an evil
Until
campaign.
she gets the
This is
key.
not an evil campaign.
All right.
Fine with
This
her
is
having.
not. I can't handle evil.
So, from there, I'll step forward some, closer to the nearest kobold.
You want to
if I can
stand
get
next
it.
to him so you'll have like a line?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, do you want to ready an attack as well, or do you want to cast a spell or something?
What's your AC?
What's AC?
13.
And you have what armor?
Leather.
Okay. Then I'll kind of pat him on the back, doing Blessing of the Forge, so that gives you +1 to your AC, and your leather is magical.
Nice.
Nice.
It's a forge, you gotta tap it with the hammer symbolically. Anyway, so it has
Fair.
fire.
It's gonna tap you with a hammer.
Go get them.
Like, oh, those kobolds are coming. It's gonna be okay.
Malachi, are you human or a dwarf?
Human.
Human, okay.
Alright, anything?
And I will ready an attack if anybody runs past.
What was is that a bonus action?
Yeah.
Do the Blessing of the Forge?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, you both have ready melee attacks, which is good because the kobolds come. 3 of the kobolds remain engaged with this one, and the other, how many does that leave? 4 go towards you two and along their original path. 2 of them get in range, you triggering your ready actions. You may make your attacks.
It's 21.
21 hits.
Nice.
That is 14.
14 also hits.
Let's see, that's 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, that kobold weathers your hammer strike and will still attack.
10 damage.
10 damage. That one does not. Both prongs enter the kobold, and then you just push it aside.
Are the other 2 trying to run past us?
No.
Okay.
Those are going to do other things. One of them will also approach one of you. Another one will make a attack with a sling against him. That side pointed to the Genasi. If it's not clear by the camera setup. That's only a 10 to hit.
No, thankfully I have 14.
Yeah, and also cover from the kobold still on your Biden. You just move it aside, and the sling bullet hits it in the back as you're throwing it off your Biden. The other one approaches. I guess it'll approach you two. You know what? And you're two standing side by side. The kobolds are side by side. Both of them are going to attack each of you. We're looking at a 16 to hit you,
That hits.
and a 19 to hit you.
It hits.
I'm rolling 2 dice because kobolds have something called pack tactics, and they are next to each other engaged. Actually, the sling should have got it as well, technically, but we're going to be all right with that. Those hits are going to do 5 damage to each of you.
Okay.
All right. Next, over here with Nathan, 3 kobolds gang up on him. 2 will do melee attacks, and the other one will throw a sling bullet. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
That's a 17.
Misses.
And finally, a 21.
Hits.
All right, that is
17 missed you? Wow.
yeah. That is 10 damage, 5 from a dagger and 5 from a sling bullet.
I deserve this for the bad joke.
Karma.
Now you taste
You
justice.
didn't get hit though. Okay.
Which one
Well,
said
you
that?
said it though, but you
Sling bullet, yeah. The one safely behind 2 other kobolds.
You die next.
Old. All right, finally is the woman's turn. She takes her broken spear. She backs up a few steps, still facing, before turning and catching up with the man and the children and protecting them because he's moving kind of slow. We're back to the top of the round with you, Walter Genasi, Eldritch Knight.
Yes. The guy who hit me.
Yep. Your Bident is clear of the other one if you want to use it.
Great. It's come in handy, so I'm going to use it again.
All right.
Alright.
That would be a natural 1.
A natural 1.
Mumble.
I went down fast.
That, I mean, you have a 50% success rate so far with the Bident. Yes, as you stab, it ducks, and you happen to stab to the same kobold corpse you've already killed, and the biting gets caught a little bit. You'll have disadvantage on your next attack unless you want to take an action to clear that. But otherwise, you're going to be okay. You have any other actions you'd like to do this round? If you move, you'll be moving at half speed because you'll be dragging the corpse on the Bident. Or you could let go of the Bident as a free action.
Very true. That's very true. No, I'm gonna stick with the Biden.
Okay. Stand your ground?
Yep, same.
All right. Next is Gunslinger.
Okay. You said that there are 2 kobolds standing side by side.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna-
And your angle of cover, barely lean out, you can line them up.
I'm gonna step out to where I can get them both, and I'm gonna spend a grit point and make this a piercing shot.
All right.
You know what I just did wrong already the first round? I forgot to give inspiration. I forgot to do my job.
All right. So yeah, the shot on the first one is going to be a 23 to hit.
That's it.
It will take 8 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the one behind it, I make an attack with disadvantage. So it's a 16. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Still a hit.
And then 9 points of piercing damage on that.
All right. Oddly enough, the bullet passes through the first kobold. It remains standing firm. It's like stepping over the corpse and the bite it, closing in on the Genasi. It gets shot and it stays through. The one that the bullet passed through and hit the other one that he had previously struck with a hammer, kills it instantly. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got. I'm just gonna
Move back to your corner.
step back to my corner.
All
yeah.
right.
Spin the bullet.
All right, Bard.
Okay. There's no more people I can antagonize in the air?
No, the only flying one was taken down very quickly.
Okay.
There are others, but you'd have to fly far away to find them. They'll be welcome.
Yeah, totally should.
While you're up
leave
there,
myself-
though,
Oh, okay.
you notice a group of not kobolds coming toward you. They're not coming in a panic like the others, the man and the children and the woman were. They're coming armed towards your general direction.
Do they? Okay, they're coming armed in my general direction. They're coming from outside of town.
They're coming from the direction you came.
Direction
Kinda,
of town.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe those
Can I do
looters.
a vibe check and see what what kind of people they are?
Do a vibe check. We'll call it an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, frick.
Actually, you can do a perception check, but use your constitution instead of your wisdom.
What?
You have a gut feeling.
Oh, you sure? Okay. Because my perception's
I like
better.
that.
Yeah,
My
right?
perception's better.
No, you can do an insight check.
Oh goodness. Actually, no. The gut was better.
Hey, well.
Anyway, it's a 6 or a 5. Both fail.
Upcoming in one D&D, the vibe skill.
Right, they
Not
are.
5. Not a 5.
You cannot get a read on their intentions or mood or
Okay.
general
Bad vibe.
mental state, but you did count them. There are 6.
There's 6 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Armed. Some some other humanoid beings coming towards our group. Okay.
Right.
All right. I don't know how far up in the air I was. Because I gave the distance from the kobold. I was level with him, but I don't know how far we were up.
I'm guessing you're about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. Do I see my compatriots? I know.
Right, yeah, you
behind.
flew close. You're kind of over the house that he's hiding behind.
Okay.
Gunslinger's hiding behind.
All right. As I'm like coming down, I shout to my friend saying, "Our 6 o'clock. There's another.
I'm
6
making 3:30.
behind us. there's enemies or there's people with weapons. I don't know what they are. Just heads up." And I give inspiration to the cleric. That's a bonus action.
To James?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is all she wrote.
Pass my coin.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Why not?
Next
Here, you have an inspiration point.
D6 of inspiration.
is the man, the kids, they move closer to keep in more cover, but glancing in that direction, there are some dangerous looking swords, not like immediately on them and kind of preoccupied, but they may, if they gotta cross the field like that, it's gonna be hard.
Okay.
Next, after that, is back to Nathan.
I forgot something last time.
Okay.
I can heal with the Undying
Mhm.
trait for 1d4 whenever I kill someone.
Okay.
So
Trying to get that 3 damage back.
I got it back.
Oh, you got, but you took more damage. But yes.
Yeah, but still, I'll take it. Next, I told the other one that I was coming for him next.
Mm-hmm.
Did that lie help lower the defenses of one of them in front of me more?
Let's see. They're gonna be a bit. They appear to be vigilant and not distracted by that.
Okay.
The one you spoke to, it had an effect on him. He clocked it, but the others seem hyper focused on this fight.
Okay, well, I'm still going to attack the one closest to the keep
Okay.
in this direction. Shoot. Does an 8 hit?
An 8 doesn't hit.
Okay. You're dead when you die.
Get out of here. Anything else you'd like to try? Are you able to try?
Knowing the information that 6 more are coming from behind us and about
Which would be
20.
closest to you.
Yes. I will take the opportunity attack and start running towards the keep.
Okay.
Oh, question. When we are like a higher level than whoever we're aiming at to hit like for a range attack, do we get advantage? Are we doing that kind of mechanic in this game or not? Okay.
Not inherently.
Okay.
It could come up in those situations,
not
but
inherently,
not
okay.
just flat. All right, the kobolds will, because you're engaged with 2 of them, they will try to swing their little daggers. And one's going to hit 18.
Hits.
That's 2 hits.
Shit.
That's 10 more damage.
Damn, you're rolling too well right now.
Well, they got advantage.
They got that pack tactics. Then. Okay.
I feel this
Yep.
background
Yep, both get
noise
advantage.
should be more like.
Well, actually, no. The second one wouldn't get advantage. Hold on. The second one wouldn't get advantage.
Oh.
The second one missed. Only take 5 damage. All right, visualize it. Then there is going to be
So 30 feet towards the keep.
30 before the keep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you will, with that, you will be slightly past them two, the fighter and the cleric, right? Cleric, yeah. All right.
Where's the
Y'all want to take a
gunslinger
take 2 on
located?
you?
In accordance to where we're at, where's the gunslinger?
All right. So if this is where the kobolds came from, and this is where the y'all are, the gunslinger's over here, and then like the wife, the family that's running is over here, and it keeps in this direction.
Okay, so he's further towards the keep than we are.
Yeah, he's like
Ish.
not really. He's about the same distance generally.
But now we've basically left him by himself. If we're moving.
He is covered.
Hide behind this barrel. You're fine.
So if there's more coming, all of us need to move towards the keep.
That,
So-
yeah, we'll do that.
I will. There's 2 in front of us still, correct?
Yeah,
So you go
one.
one and
The
two
one that was
came
right
up.
in front of you fell, but the one that through the sling is still close, and then there's one still in front of him, from
Okay.
the fighter.
So
But he got shot.
the one that's in front of him got hit?
He got hit. He's on his feet, but he got shot.
Gotcha. Then I will hit that one.
Okay.
Actually, I will toll the dead.
Okay. Totally dead.
By the way,
Natural 20.
Alright.
By the way,
This campaign has started great.
I don't. With the natural 20, unfortunately that works. But don't forget, with my inspiration, you can add to your attack damage and also to your spell, like damage stuff, like range things. and
Oh,
like-
Yeah.
Toll the Dead
Doesn't matter in
is,
that case.
it hits more than one. It's in the 5 foot.
Is it?
I thought it was,
Single
it's,
target.
Toll the Dead is a single
Creature,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just does more damage if they've been damaged.
Yeah.
They've
But,
already been damaged.
he's clinging to life.
okay.
He does not hear. He ain't hear no
It's
bell.
one of my favorite cantrips for a cleric.
Yeah, then I'm not going to sprint towards there, but I will back up about 10 feet towards the keep.
Did you tell us that we need to get to the
Yes, I'll say we all need to move towards the keep. There's more people coming.
Okay. The kobold on him, he gets told to dead him, but he's still focused on this guy, so he won't take an attack of opportunity on you. So after you is the kobolds. So I guess I should have done that. The one with the sling will draw its dagger and engage you as well. That is 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And the one with the gunshot wound heroically gets a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 10 damage from 2 different attacks. No, 5 each, so 10 total. Okay.
That really hurt, guys.
Physically,
oh gosh, there's 3
emotionally.
kobolds that kobolds, the other 3 kobolds will also swarm you.
Love those.
2. One will get into melee range, take it standing where he just left, and the other 2 will sling you.
Sure.
Slings, crit.
10 damage.
Man,
No, I'll roll it. It might be less than that.
Or more.
It's only 6 damage. It's barely more.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, 7 damage. Then the other slinger, that's also a nat 20.
Okay. First death of the campaign. That's fine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 9 more damage.
That is 3 over what I have.
All right, the other one,
You were unconscious.
already committed, will crit and stab you. So that's 1 death save gone as the last kobold stabs you.
Lovely.
by the way, that inspiration lets you also add more healing.
He goes before me though.
So.
All right,
He goes
finally.
before me.
That's true. Well, that's a
So-
good thing because you know now he's down. He needs help.
Well, it's not good because he just failed 2 death saves from getting hit.
No, just one.
failed one.
It went
One failed
down,
one.
and then he got hit, automatically failing death save. So he still
Yeah.
has 2 death
He
saves.
just doesn't need
Okay,
to roll
so
a
it was
one.
a
But if he
range.
gets hit by if the kobold
Look,
just keeps
it's still
down.
sitting on the one from before. I'm not gonna say anything.
Because the second hit was a
No,
sling.
I'm gonna use the exact same one.
No, it's just automatic
Don't be
crit.
stubborn.
If he was
Yeah.
using passive, but it doesn't. It's still just 1 death save. I could have rolled the damage and see, but no, it's not gonna. I'm not gonna instantly kill him with it. It's only like. All right. After that, I'm sorry, but it is your turn.
Yeah, no. Appropriate timing.
A death saving throw.
Feels like your midnight rides are coming.
14 plus 4, that's 18.
All right, that's a pass.
Yay!
All right. After that is we got the gunslinger, who's still the closest to this, and they're so lined up right now. There's a line. You could get like 3 kobolds with a shot.
You
if
know
you're allowed
what?
to.
Let's burn that grid point and go for it. All right. Make for protecting these creatures. Yes, yeah. I'll aim for the one in front.
All right.
One in front's going to be a 9 plus 15.
Hit.
Okay. The one in front takes 10 points of piercing damage.
Drops instantly.
Second one. The high roll is an 18, low roll is an 11. That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Going 4 points of piercing on that one.
Did you hurt one that was still alive?
I don't know.
Who? No one else hit one.
Because I
Oh no,
shot
the gunshot
through
one.
one,
No, that one dies too.
Okay, and the final one. 12.
12 hits.
Oh God!
You're kobolds.
It was an 8 and a 6.
You say, oh, they're just kobolds. He is bleeding on the ground. Tell him it's just
I'm
kobolds.
sorry.
Max damage for 12
I can't hear you
12
right now, so.
drops. There is 1 kobold.
Got a little water in my ear.
Was there still one left in the line, or were those only the ones?
There's 3 in a line and 1 the
Okay.
sling bullet. He's behind it.
So I literally just step out.
The one with the sling who's not engaged with it.
I just turn and stare at the one with the sling.
It turns, it runs for help or his life or something.
All right.
He does not stand his ground.
If he runs, I want to Eldritch Blast him.
Do it.
I would like to use my movement, and if I can, as a bonus action, make a medicine check to stop him from dying.
You can do a bonus action?
No, I think it's a bonus action for a medicine check on that. Yeah.
Well, I'll give it to you.
Okay, but that's on your part because
Yeah.
that was be
Just load just the powder and cauterize the wound real quick.
Actually, while it's still burning.
All right, you can do a medicine check. All right, Eldritch
Let
Blast.
me double check, make sure it's a bonus
This is a
action.
skill check. Usually that's a
Yeah, it's
That's going to be an 8.
Oh, that doesn't hit, but
Nope.
just it runs, it disappears into the dark. You can, as you look, you see the mass of the half dozen armed men who looked like they were kind of like trying to find what was going on, but with the second gunshot, they've kind of zeroed in and are now coming. They're still a decent ways away, but not impossible that they could win a foot chase if it went very badly. You want to move?
It is an action. It is an
Yeah.
action.
But
Usually like
you move,
slap
you
me,
move
okay?
to
All
it?
right, cool.
I'm still gonna move up to him.
Move to
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
okay.
I
All right.
will cover him.
Any movement for you?
Towards the keep.
Towards the keep? Okay, bird.
Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna help my friend, my watery friend, so he don't die.
Bloody right now.
And bloody and water.
Okay, washes off.
How's that work when you're down? Like you just like ooze water from the wounds? I don't know.
Probably.
Oh.
Blood and water.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have like a physical corporeal form, like you just
Yeah.
have more like
There's-
your hair is like constantly looks like it's
Yeah.
like underwater, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
There's a stream nearby. Just throw him in the
A
water.
little moist,
Maybe
yeah.
it'll heal him.
Healing word to you, which is a D4. Yeah. Spellcasting ability modifier is a 4 get 6 points of healing.
Lovely.
Not bad.
All right.
Yeah.
The call of the bird reaches your clouded ears. And the breath fills your lungs.
That's not how this works.
But the gunslinger's standing over you looking at the wound, which is going, come on!
Don't you down me, boy! I ain't quitting you!
Is there any more enemies? The
Sorry,
kobolds
folks.
still running away from us?
The kobold is running away.
How far are they from
It's
you?
hard to see him, but with your advantage, you can see the movement. You could do something with disadvantage, but at this point,
Is he 60 feet from me? or
they are
less?
beyond 60 feet.
I'm gonna do vicious mockery. but-
You could move. You could fly after him and mock them. You
Sure,
could get
why
within
not?
60 feet,
Let's
like,
do it.
you're running.
Alright, wisdom 14. Save.
Wisdom. Fail.
Hey, alright, let's do 4. That is 2 psychic damage.
You see.
Are they down?
You see a little glint of like a bunch of things fall to the ground. Like it dropped its bag of sling bullets and they kind of just fall.
What did you say to
Did
him?
Get back, you freaking coward! So wait, did it actually go down or just drop?
No,
shot?
it dropped the sling
sound.
bullets.
Okay.
I think it was the same
So
with Monty
it's
Python, right?
As you
We rolled
hurt
through
its
all-
feelings so
right.
bad, you staggered it. You made it bloody from the hurt feelings, and then
Alright,
just kept
sure.
running.
Why not? Alright, that's my turn.
all right.
Is that all the kobolds?
That kobold's still running. All the kobolds that you are engaged with have been defeated, but there is a group of a half dozen armed, not small kobolds, like
I'm gonna
You
reach
know it.
down and put an arm underneath your shoulder, and heft you to your feet, and just yell, "Get to the key!"
James. What about you?
I mean, are we in initiative order still with it?
For another second, till you.
Yeah, I mean, if he's
He's got
helping
him.
pick him up, then not quickly, watching to make sure that they're kind of covered. I'll keep backing up at a speed where they can pass me, so I can kind of be guarding them, trying to get to the key.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
You're a true.
Can they possibly get?
I also have Sentinel, so I figure I should be between
Right.
y'all and everybody else.
You could have taken attack for opportunity when the one hit him when you're still sitting next to him, man, with Sentinel.
Can you?
Yeah, if it attacks someone adjacent to you that's
Oh,
not
other
you.
than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you could have.
I was
You
just
might have
thinking of the
saved
movement
this
pattern.
man.
That's
Hey, he's
that's
not
more
dead.
often
Do
than
you have
He's not
Sentinel or
dead.
Sentinel at death's door?
Sentinel.
Sentinel. Sentinel's the one when you make the attack, they stop moving.
No, there's two effects.
There's 2 effects.
There's the stop moving, or if it attacks someone
Something
other than you
nearby.
adjacent to, you can make an attack.
Okay, I know Sentinel at death's door you can do that. Okay, cool.
Yeah. But also one didn't take an attack opportunity on you, so I guess it's a wash. Yeah, right? You feel good about that.
I feel great.
All right. As y'all rush to the keep,
Almost died a hero's death.
y'all cross the field. Let's see.
Are you mad about being revived?
No.
But look up 711.
Uh-oh.
Pretty sure if you do.
Uh-oh.
Because no one does it all the
Oh, yeah.
time. And he's a fighter.
Trying to avoid
Okay, just
casting
one.
spells right now because I really feel like this is a like, you know what? Let's go take it out. So I figure using all spell slots right now is probably not a good idea.
I'm trying not to. I've only used 1, and then I used 1 of my 4 bardic inspirations. It's good for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
I still have my action surge and 1 grit point.
If we
As
use
y'all are
everything
running,
against
y'all
kobolds,
y'all
then a dragon
see
shows up.
to your left, there's some buildings. You see there are a couple men who have probably heard the gunshots that they're seeing. There are 2 that look armed with like better armor than these kobolds or the men chasing you have, and they have shields and spears. And there's 2 of those, and another man who's dressed lighter, but has it's like a club. It looks like it's been carved as some sort of fetish, and it's glowing magical light.
Does their armor and shields look like the ones that are being worn or carried by the woman with the broken spear?
No.
Okay.
They look nondescript,
Okay.
like you would see better than bandits, but
Like mercenaries?
mercenaries.
So they don't look like city guard, like they're not like a uniform, okay.
No. They're armed like a city guard might be, but by their what's going on, they're calm and all this.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not
Okay.
death guards. You don't have to even question that. They, as they see the men chasing you, they like for a moment it looks like they're gonna change, but like the more robed guy with the glowing mace like stops them. Y'all are already like halfway to the keep all across the field when you see this. But the keep itself.
Did the family make it?
The family is with y'all still. Unless if you are fast, you can leave the family, or you could scoop up some children, or help the man. You're already helping him. You're already helping the fighter.
I'm trying to think what would be a safe place to bring them. I don't know.
The keep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's where we're going.
safe-ish. There's no safety during a
So
raid.
there's a cellar in here, and now there's a tornado, and father is gone.
Alright.
What? Cut to 15 years later.
The twister is the villain.
Yeah.
Alright. When you get to the keep, there's a couple other people that you saw running from different directions, running into the keep. Other families similar to carrying children, or an elderly woman make it into the gate. The gates are starting to close. They're trying to usher the last in. You're the last people to make it in before they finally close the gate.
Can you walk?
Can I?
You can swim.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
Yeah, you won't.
So I'm gonna set him, like, steady him, I'm gonna reach and start reloading my gun. Something tells me I'm gonna need this.
Some of the defenders question who you are. They might not let you in, but you're with this family that didn't question. So you got in. There is some scrutiny. They ask you who you are, and then you can explain that, and
What
they
was
or you can ask some
name
questions.
of Nathan's contact?
Your contact is a half-elf named Leosin.
Where's Leosin?
Let's see if the particular defender you're speaking to doesn't know who that is, but they tell you that their mayor, they call him the governor, Governor Nighthill, or the man leading the defense, like in the fighting force, a man named Ecobert the Red is a dwarf. Either one of them might know. They're here in the keep.
Point me to the closest one's direction.
All right. They will get you to the dwarf. He has you see a dwarf. He has knotted, tangled, bright red hair. The guard, somebody he's the master of the fence. He runs the fort. And the defender that brings you over there briefly tells you that you helped. He refers to a woman, Linan. You're going to presume that's the woman with the broken spirit that Joe helped her family get in. He said they helped Leanne and Cuff get their family in. They're looking for someone. The dwarf introduced himself. He says, I'm Castilian Escobert the Red. We thank you for what you've done. I wish you to come to town under better circumstances. What brings you here?
I don't know why, but my brain was thinking of Sean Connery in Highlander as a dwarf just now.
Sean Connery was in Highlander as
I,
the.
or
He was the flamboyant guy.
Yeah, just
He
the
was-
way you said it.
He was
you
the
know?
Scottish Spaniard.
yeah, he was Scottish.
Who married a Japanese princess.
Just like, in Red October, he was a Scottish Ukrainian. I'm sorry, Scottish Lithuanian.
Is it Dragon Heart or Dragon Quest? It's
Yeah.
You
I can't
sorry.
remember the name of that movie.
Oh, he's the voice of the dragon in Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Yeah, there we
he
go.
is.
Very good, yeah.
One of my favorite lines. The people are revolting. They've always been revolting, but now they're rebelling.
Yes, the red. No, this is probably about the perfect time that we come here. Do you know of Leosin?
Yes, I spoke with Leos, and he's a traveler, been in town for about a 10-day.
Yes.
I don't know where he's not in the keep now, not that I've seen.
Where would he be?
I believe he was at the church last I saw him.
How
Yes.
far away is the church from the keep?
Are we aware of any
The
of
church-
talking about? Okay.
It's across, it's the far side from where y'all came, and it's only about 400 feet, but that's a good distance, given the circumstances.
Shit.
Speaking of the church, he tells you that there's
Totally God.
Shanti. I forget what that is. Nature? Nature's. It's a good deity.
Can I make a religion check to see?
Absolutely.
Let's try another D20.
I forgot to read up on that.
Are there any other like shields or anything around that we
I
potentially
wouldn't
get?
know.
Yes, there are shields and spears in a sort of abundance. There's a few leaned up. Like a lot of people have them. Anyone who can hold one has one, but
Yeah.
there's a few extra if you want to.
Can I grab a shield?
Yeah, no one will question that.
Wood or metal?
These are wood.
Okay.
They're like a couple people have metal, but the stockpile is wood.
Health potions or bandages?
Um, they don't have any health potions. Someone, if you need to be bandaged, they
I
have
mean, we can take, I don't know how long we're in here. Well, probably wouldn't have enough for a short rest, kind
you could possibly try to short rest and hold up behind the walls,
of.
but
Maybe not.
dragon attack might happen in between that.
I mean, it's better to
Just
go
have to-
ahead and try to use that time than rather than wait.
Right. I am trying to heal. Oh, whoa. I stuck up my Bible.
Hmm? Oh.
I would have made sure to pick up his Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I can call it back.
Well, it's don't you fish with it? When you have,
Yeah,
don't you have
we're
like a lead
inside
rope you can
now.
throw it and
Don't
kind of
call it
like
back.
pull it back? You don't have that set up?
Well, that's why it's bound
slam
blade.
it
No,
with
no,
it.
I didn't go with the whole predator hand axe thing.
Alright. Alright, but if it's bound, I get
If
it.
it's bound, I can just call it
Uh,
back.
yeah, it's
You didn't know that apparently. You still probably like, I brought it for you. I'm like,
Dragging the
You should-
kobold
you
thing.
like y'all been traveling.
Why is this so heavy?
You don't think he just threw a bite in and then just called it back just to show off? You haven't done that?
I probably did it just to practice.
Yeah, so it might be aware, but it's still.
It's totally within your character.
It only lasts
Look
for
what
a
I
minute.
can
Oh, it's
do.
10 minutes.
That's it.
But unless you want to cast a spell now and use it for
God,
something.
how many heroic tasks I can do with this?
Yeah, basically.
How many hit points do you have?
6.
Okay,
I mean,
if y'all wanna take a
yeah,
short
have to.
rest, I wouldn't normally allow this, cause a lot going on, but it is possible. If y'all want to do that, it's the only free one you're ever gonna get.
Oh, sure.
I want to talk to Eckelberg.
I will be taking a
Eckelberg, yes.
short rest.
I will definitely be taking a short rest.
Alright, you
I'm
get
gonna
bandaged
use
up.
one of my guys.
'cause I have it.
I didn't get hurt though.
Because I don't think you myself
Do you have to use
Use
it
a
to
shield?
use short rest?
you have to expend it, yes.
To get health back in.
I didn't get hit, so.
You can get, whatever comes back on the short rest will come
Yeah.
back.
Okay, but I
You
don't
to
have to
spend
use
it
it.
back.
Okay.
There's a
You can use a shield.
there's a woman. One of the woman who made it in just before y'all is helping with the treatment now, the triage. So they'll get you advantage up real good.
I want to look at Ethelbert and ask him, so exactly what caused this creature to attack this town? Is there a reason for it? Did it happen out of the blue? Was there any sort of warning, or?
No, they just attacked this tonight. First there was the dragon, and we've been hiding behind the walls for hours. We didn't know the half-elf who he asked about stuff. I maybe he suspected something. I don't know if he's a spy, but we weren't warned.
What direction did the dragon come from?
It's come from every direction when it flies around. Its
Yeah,
first attack, I believe, came from the. I know because it came from over the tower, so it came from the southeast for the first attack, I believe. But it's lucky that the half-elf suspected, so it was able to get people here. We had, I made sure the walls would keep manned. We got people in more than we would have if we were taken by complete surprise.
These mercenaries or these armed figures, are they working with the kobold, or do they show up at?
There's a mass of soldiers and kobolds with the dragon. They've been looting and killing. They seem to be more interested in looting, thankfully. But there has been casualties.
I forgot, I have Song of Rest, so whenever I can do a performance to regain hit points and end a short rest by spending one or more hit die. Each of those hit creatures regain an extra d6 hit points.
Yeah, you get an extra
So
D6
I will spend hit die, so.
Go ahead with your performance.
Oh, my performance now? Oh, God.
It's a turn of events.
I am inspired. I am so inspired. I feel like I should have more life.
You're not gonna die. Say the freaking word.
Yeah,
Well,
so.
I heal for 26 points. I only have 28. Yeah, my rolls were that good for a short
You used all your hit dice?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm back up.
I didn't take any damage. So
Hey,
We'll
it's
fix
not
that.
just for you, it's for everybody, including the poor commoners that got hurt, if they got hurt. I don't know.
But you said that this half-elf individual seemed to have some premonition about what was going to go down, or?
He said, he spoke of other attacks, and he said that he hinted that this town was remote and not well defended. We should be afraid of such an attack. So I've taken steps. We didn't know when it would come, though.
You said this half-elf is at the temple of Shanti?
Yes, he was lodging there.
That is a 14 on a religion check. Do I know in-game who's?
You know in game. If you want
Okay.
to look it up and explain it to everyone else, because I didn't.
Shanti is the goddess of life and bounty. She is often called the Earth Mother in
After-
Faerun.
Yes.
So he's at the Earth Mother's temple. How far is that from this location?
You can see it from the keep. It's about a little over 300 feet to the. It has a small, low wall around it. About one of the only structures in town that has such a thing.
The way you just did that, I just imagine you're like, just to let you know, and all like in the game,
Oh,
you're like, this shitty to everyone. Just, I don't know, that's just the way it.
This random gunslinger no
You
one
just
about-
like, put the glasses on.
I see you have a firearm. When I heard shots ring out, I was worried they had that the attackers were armed with such things.
No, it was just me and.
Then you heard another gunshot. Does it?
Maybe not.
All right then. Then there was another one.
And here I thought I was special.
You always think you're special.
you can tell from the sound that that was a long arm, not a pistol.
Oh, you got rifles.
Yes.
Do we wanna,
The shots didn't come from the same place,
Okay.
probably a single level.
Can we go higher in the keep, and are there windows anywhere?
Yes, the tower has windows. Governor Nighthill is up there, and there's some other defenders. We have a few on the. We've kept off the roof because of the dragon. Everyone, you can see that a lot of people are very afraid. The dragon probably flies close enough that they get really scared. It's almost as if the dragon had an aura of fear that just surrounded it.
See,
Does the dragon have anything on it?
Huh?
Does the dragon have anything on it from what they've seen?
my character did
Like a rider or something? No,
Like any
it's-
kind of metal on any part of it, anything like
The
that?
dragon. It's not flying any flags. It's not wearing any
did it make any
colors.
demands or anything before it attacked? Did it?
If it did, we didn't understand it.
Fair enough.
If he wanted to be known, he would have
I
said
do know about it.
Actually, if we could get our hands on a kobold, I may be able to ask it some questions.
I suspect with the dragon attacking infrequently, I believe it's more to keep us in the keep and not defending our possessions in town than it is to actually.
Well, worldly things are easily reobtained. Your lives are more important than gold pieces.
If from the top, if they can tell us where the closest kobolds are, we can go get one if he can question it.
I speak their language.
Oh, do we want to speak with the governor? I think he actually wants that to happen.
You said Governor Nighthill?
Governor Nighthill is his name, yes.
Okay. What kind of man is Governor Nighthill? Is he a man?
He's a man. His name is Tarball Nighthill. He's a human. I think he's I don't know 60 or so.
Kobold Nighthill.
I do want to say, is there any like a chain shirt or stone leather armor or anything like that around?
Same.
There's a sure there is. There's a
For the rest of the day.
there's chainmail and such. If you want to spend part of the short rest removing some length of arm or
I don't-
something
I
to
don't
make
want-
chain shirt.
Yeah, I don't want chain mail.
Oh no, you can lower it. You don't have to wear the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd be looking for like a
If
chain
there's free
shirt.
medium armor, I will take it.
Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm trying to not have disadvantage on stage.
Right. Yes. Like I said, if you ask someone to, like while you're resting, someone can be like removing links and turning the chainmail to more of a chain shirt.
Yeah.
You can arrange.
I would
a
like
couple,
to do
yeah.
that.
They have a few. There's a few keep there. They're a bit rusty. They've been in storage, but they'll work.
Okay.
I'm fine with my disadvantage on stealth. I've never been much for sneaking anyway. I say with my +4 dexterity.
All right. But yes, that can be obtained. Shield can be obtained. If you want a spear or something like that, also they have that.
But no studded leather.
To pull a Captain America shield and
Studded
gun.
leather? Yeah, they have studded leather.
Oh,
Bucky Barnes,
isn't that
Captain America.
Probably what you already have. It might not be.
Let me see.
Okay. So you want to speak to the governor?
The governor.
The governor's up in the tower. Escobert would lead you up there when you're ready, once you get bandaged up and whatnot. He's still like organizing people. They having people watching for the dragon, moving supplies into cover.
Ooh, let's switch it.
But
I need to speak to the man in charge here.
Take me to your manager.
I do not have a carrying weight on, even though I could try.
Speak of armor. Who has the highest? Do you have decent strength?
Yes.
So the bosses listen to I think Thunderloon. They're birds they use to send messages back and forth. They're called
See
cave
what
ravens.
plan?
Okay.
If we can find where one of the kobolds is, if we can
I'm
find
gonna-
kobolds, and if one is kind of separated some, he's got good strength for decent grappling. I can cast silence, so it would only incorporate one of them. And if he tackles them, we should be able to take one away before it could really.
Because I speak
let
Draconic,
others know.
and I have a decent intimidation skill. So.
Well, we wouldn't ask it questions out there. We have to get
Oh,
it
yeah,
back.
yeah.
But if we can tackle it, then grappled, we should be able to knock it out pretty easy.
Well, it's very dumb.
And then
That's
Get it
better than
back.
mine. I was gonna take one of these like bright, shiny, pots you got here, tie a piece of rope to it and throw it out there and just
Just fish them up.
fish for a cobalt.
especially if we have inspiration for the grapple check
Yeah.
and silence.
Okay.
We
Good
can
work.
find
Thanks,
what.
Is there any,
Inspiration
I'm
or
currently in leather armor.
She has
Mhm.
I
inspiration.
can wear up the plate.
part of inspiration?
Okay.
So, is there any armor that's just gonna be there, like maybe a half plate or something?
It's like he's been sprinting silence.
It's kind of more valuable.
For it really.
You there's enough armor pieces that would mismatch for people not wearing the whole set. You could put together a suit that would give you effectively half plate, but it would reduce your speed by 5 feet.
Or I can just give you my scale now.
I'll take the scalpel.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, you'll still be at disadvantage for stealth, but
But I
Okay.
won't take any penalty for my speed.
no, you won't.
You won't.
Nathan will begrudgingly give it
I
to you.
think your strength is high enough, it shouldn't be a penalty, right?
No,
it shouldn't
because
be.
of the nature of what he'd have to wear is
okay.
given it, not because of
Fair
what
enough.
armor it is.
Fair enough.
It would just be so
Yeah.
piecemeal armor. If you wanna reduce your speed by 15 feet, you can have full plate.
Not interested in full play.
All right.
But I
Anybody else?
Really.
I literally be a tank just kind of walking.
You get the whole full well, can't hardly move, but barrel.
That's it. I literally be a tank, full plate, helmet up, walking with my gun. Just,
Alright, so we're gonna put you on a cart.
I would be,
Push you
I
over.
would be swallowed up in this kind of pieces.
You wanna stack loose pieces of armor until you have full
Your
plate
character's really out of shape.
to be reduced by 50 feet. You
yes, I'll have
can
a
do
15
it.
feet walk.
Instead of working on
Thank you.
Well, that sucks. I
But also,
can't, I can use shields, but I
it's
can't use
basically
shields
like
while
a-
flying, because I have to
it's
have
like a
armor.
girdle.
He's strong.
All right, off to Governor Nightbill.
All right. When you are led up to the tower, you see Governor Nighthill. He is as Escobar described him. He's looking out over this little balcony a bit. He's not like standing like directly over it all dramatic or anything. He's kind of looking out. And who he sees Escobar and Yon, he just gestures y'all over kind of quietly. If you look out to where he's looking, you can see there's there's a woman wearing purple robes and carrying some sort of polearm weapon, accompanied by like a dozen guards or mercenaries.
In this one room?
No. You're in the room with this governor. You're looking out. This is in the
Oh, okay, I
distance.
apologize.
You can see there's enough there's magical. The woman's pole arm is shedding light. Like maybe just cast light on it. There's a few others like there with torches. You see this figure in the town. It seems to be directing a group of kobolds to go one direction, a group of other.
Oh,
and they're-
great!
Yeah.
Yay. That's
Um,
wonderful.
They then move off out of sight if you
I
watch.
see me standing there. First chance I can, I'm buying a long gun. Call it AT&T. Reach out and touch somebody. Meta joke.
Go,
That is a meta joke.
Nighthill.
Unless we want to say AT&T is canon. And they have to be the antagonists of the entire campaign.
A Yelp review was just somebody standing on top of the building going, I like it, or I didn't like it.
You
The
can use a shield.
Hello, Governor.
Governor Nighthill's he's greet you, ask him really, because
So I take a long
He's
run,
the
wasted some.
ones who helped some of our town folks that I've heard about.
We took care of a small gang of kobolds while a few of your people got here, including this one warrior. She had a broken spear, but still very, very brave, even with no weapon in her hand.
Yes, Lennon Smith, I spoke to her, make sure she's okay, her family is, I'm glad they made it. Miss Swift is a pillar of the community. Oh, but this attack is, I'd give anything to know what we're up against and why. For that, need prisoners, a commander, even a low rank would be best, but I can't send these men outside the walls.
So what you need is someone who's expendable, is what you're saying, Governor.
Well, I wouldn't have categorized it quite that way. Someone more brave and used to these sort of situations.
Expendable, it's okay, you can say it.
A group of
Why would you say it like
expendable assets.
There you
Call
go.
Call them the expendable. No.
All right, you do it.
Are there any tall buildings around us?
Most buildings are tall. Like I said, this is a smaller town.
Yeah.
Most are single-story homes, maybe a two-story, and none are close to the keep. The keep has at least 100 yards in any directions. for
Are there
anything.
any more of those winged kobolds around?
If you look out and like let your eyes adjust long enough, you can see some flying around. That wasn't like the only one in town. There's more.
I believe we have the same idea, Governor. We also are looking to capture somebody, preferably one of these kobolds. They may be a little bit easier to deal with, but we'll take anybody just to get some information.
I suspect the kobolds wouldn't know as much. I may be making assumptions. They seem a bit simple as far as.
How many people does the leader have around her?
You saw about a dozen that stick close, and then she has other groups came, passed some stuff, probably loot, and moved off. The last you saw them, they were on the north side of town.
Well, also, I've learned that this half-elf individual in the temple of Shanti may have some information. So with your permission, and if everybody else, if there's anybody against this plan, we'll back up and try again. I think we should head for the temple. Along the route, if we come across anyone, we capture them, take them into the temple with us, and that way we have two sources of we can get information from at the same time.
Perhaps. There's probably some people in the temple, but I fear it's more vulnerable. I'd like to get them to the keep if there's anyone hiding there. As you're discussing this, you hear a commotion in the keep. You hear an alarm being raised in the keep. It is like a piece of metal being banged on, and people are like yelling.
Rush
Someone
out.
actually just yelling, "Alarm! Alarm!"
Rush out to the staircase and see if,
You see some attackers have made it into the keep. Escobar's like, no, they've breached a sally port. You see there's a human with kind of like that club you spotted before, kind of like ornately carved, but this is a full staff. It has a number of kobolds, and there seems to be a small, well, large by most reckonings, but like a mastiff-sized dragonoid creature,
Oh, wow.
like a drake. It is a drake. I should have guessed. I could have just said drake. I tried to describe it for you.
what color is the drake?
It is scaled with a bit of hints of green that darken into an almost brown as you go up. Like the extremities and like the back are mostly brown, but like so there's some green tints in there.
Am I in a position, because I stepped out onto like I don't know how the staircase is set up, but can I try to get a shot off of one of the kobolds before we enter comp?
There are some bits of things like walkways and
Yeah.
stuff. But there's at least one kobold you can get a clear shot on.
I'll fire off a shot at him real quick
All right.
as I yell, round 2, boys! 12.
Kobold, maybe.
It's a wash because it's not expecting you. That's a hit.
Hey.
Minimum damage. 3. I wing it.
The kobold backs up a little bit. Some more kobolds and a few armed men with swords, looks like scimitars, have engaged some of the defenders. The defenders they're still shaken from the last dragon attack. They're not doing well.
How much higher are we than the Drake?
Higher than the Drake? Oh, you're at least 20 feet above the Drake right now from just exiting the room with Governor Nightbill.
So, for the split second, how many enemies have just poured into the tower that we can see?
A little over a dozen, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That changes
That-
what I was
yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to go.
How big of an opening are they coming through?
It's not a very big opening. The opening is. Yeah, it's just a sally port. It's about the size of a normal door.
Is there no molten cauldrons I can tip over?
To pour inside the keep, no. They already used those earlier.
Damn.
I forgot to tell you, but there are molten cauldrons.
If you want to get in one of the cauldrons that's now empty from pouring earlier, just slide
I
down.
might just
Now,
roll
is
The
the
back.
cauldron
basic
less
level.
than 5 pounds?
Do we want to engage or do we want to try to?
That, mm,
Can,
You want to do range attacks from above and try to draw
I'll
them
try,
back?
but-
Throw 'em.
can I make a perception check to see if one of the men seemed like a leader?
The guy with the staff that's glowing is clearly the leader.
Okay.
No insight required. He's acting like a leader, or he's just one of those guys who just acts like the leader. So either way,
Do we
doesn't
wanna
deserve
roll
the
for
leader.
initiative, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would take.
Sure, we can do a list.
Yeah, let's go ahead and.
We'll roll that. I'm gonna step this back.
One moment.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh, it's going in a circle for the
Yeah, well, 8.
8.
50.
I wish I.
9.
I
Do
would
we need to do a contested roll?
Did you get a natural 20?
No, I got an 8.
Oh, those two.
Dexterity.
My dexterity is 2 plus 2.
You win. That's how it works typically.
Yes, we hear you, Train.
Whoever's got.
I mean,
higher
this is a good point to
dexterity
do it while he's not actually
That's
there.
fair,
I
yeah,
think
take
so.
Small break.
Yeah.
This is how we initiate bathroom breaks. Is I'm just pause the train more.
I have 0 yet. So, so my thought right now.
Even your father doesn't like it.
If we could even.
Yeah, this Saturday's right for our picture shoot. This Saturday's gonna be busy, because I'm taking, I'll take
He's holding it down the entire way.
and then around noon, I'm gonna come around.
Also, with my
I mean, they're having
car
multiple
trouble this
people in
week,
town killed
going
by the
to
trains.
the mechanics, which is near here, I've been stuck waiting for that train 2 days in a row this week. All right, so we got a nat 20.
Evening is.
How big are these cauldrons you were mentioning?
The cauldrons
No.
that I mentioned as a joke are approximately
That must mean
the
that are not
size of
cannon?
a wash tub.
Just help like move like 3 big pieces of furniture.
Oh.
How far are they from that entry?
There's one above that entry. I mean, it's on the other side, but you can move it. I guess.
There you go.
It's not like full of anything that would hurt in particular, besides being a heavy cauldron that would definitely hurt them. Right now, it's got several quivers of arrows in it, so like the defenders can.
Does anybody have the catapult spell?
I do.
He does.
Absolutely.
How did you
I do. I've been trying to find something that's less than 5
No, I
pounds.
didn't take it.
That's
Bundle
why
of
I asked
arrows
about
is,
right now,
a bundle of arrows is less than 5 pounds.
They changed
It is, so we can nest of bees them.
So you could basically launch 5 like a bundle of arrows at the,
Just launch the bundle.
yeah.
Oh. I don't know if I can learn it.
So the glowing staff guy.
Uh-huh.
I think you mean target A.
Target A.
basically.
Oh, goodness.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A has,
Yeah, I don't think that's
The one with the
Alright.
mojo stick.
tree.
We're just still singing.
Okay, what else we got for initiative? We got Nat 20, who got 20 above, anybody else got a 20 or above?
No.
I had 23 altogether. if
Okay.
it matters.
15 to 20, that range?
15.
Something you'll never
15?
reach.
Legitimately
Well,
not
that's a good
able
point.
to.
Yeah.
Or do they not?
I think bards are one of those that you can start.
Alright,
your spells
10 to
with
15?
Once you have.
What else? Alright, what else we got?
Eights.
Eights?
He goes first.
Both eights.
I got a 9.
And a 9. Alright.
Speedy over there.
Yeah. I'm glad.
You know,
He
which
goes
else?
first.
You gonna hit him? Alright. Oh.
I just have these 'cause
All right. So we're starting off with Nathan.
I'm going to use the one spell slot I have and cast Hex on Mr. Glowy Staff.
Okay.
Then I'm going to use Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Do they have to do anything for Hex, or does it all make it work? Is it a save?
No,
Okay.
it's just on.
You excellent.
And since I can still use it for my rapier because of what's the name of that feature? The Crimson Right is only I keep it until I do a long rest.
Okay.
So 12 plus 4 is 16.
16 is a hit.
Excellent. Let's find a D10 here and a D6. 9 damage.
9 damage.
The more, I think Hex has another extra little something.
It does add plus 2 or something.
Yeah, I get Hex and Bane mixed up.
Yeah, it gives a disadvantage, I think.
Let's see. On a skill, like you choose one of the stats.
Yeah, it gets disadvantage using a certain stat.
Target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. Knowing who we have, I think I've been long enough in this party to know Songbird.
Mm-hmm.
That
True, yeah.
skill that you like to use that puts everything in a cube.
Yeah.
Is that wisdom save?
That is based on my state, my modifier, so they would have to be, it's a,
Charisma?
well, no, it's a wisdom save, I believe, but it's a 14 DC, I believe.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
So wisdom is the okay.
Alright.
Did you do extra D6 for necrotic, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool.
So 4 necrotic, 5 necrotic, 4 force.
Alright. And any movement? You gonna stay up here, or you
I'm
gonna?
just gonna stay up there.
Okay. Next is the person you just shot.
Well, it actually depends on what I roll, so every time I roll a D4,
Could
it's
be
gonna be something
different.
different. So
Yeah.
it might be dex save one turn, wisdom save next turn, or they just,
It's just gonna be with, yeah.
Alright, the man with the staff steps out a little bit. He was kind of under there. You could see him enough to hit it, but he steps clearly. He sees like up the beam, and he He holds out his hand in front of him, and it's like a phantasmal force grows out of the hand, becoming like a claw, and then hovering past the hand as he whips his hand towards you. This large claw just sails through the air and then like hovers in front of you and swipes.
Did I notice him saying anything during the spell?
Yes. You assume it's a spell. But yes, that is a good question. I wrote this down, I swear. It's only a 13 to hit. It scratches the railing in front of you, breaking it, but not hurting you. It then,
The railing is damaged.
he then steps back into the sally port a bit. Now has a cover for as regard everyone else.
Half or three?
3/4. Yeah. He probably assumes he's in full cover, but you can. Some of you are with a little movement. You can get a glimpse enough to target him if you want to.
I shout
Or
in
need
Draconic, coward!
So they didn't come out through the sally port,
They came out through the sally port.
okay, and
He stepped back.
that
into-
person's stepping back.
Yeah.
So there's like 11 in, him kind of in cover on the other side.
Mhm. Now some of these came through, and even though defenders will, there are some of the other defenders are on the ground. They're taking some of these down.
Sure.
You won't have to fight them all yourself.
And we will have battle maps at some point, guys, to help better illustrate this.
All right, but it is gunslinger.
Okay, how far up, because after I fired the shot, I wanted to like started moving before initiative.
Right.
How far before, like, because I want to just leap over the balcony, but not at a point where we're hurting. So if I move like to where I'm about 10 or 15 feet from the, hang on, so
We're 20 feet above.
as soon as I fired the shot at the kobold, I wanted to start running. So how far would I have gotten before my turn started?
10, 20 feet down some stairs.
Okay, so does that put me at the bottom, or am I still up on the staircase?
You're still up. Well, you're pretty much on the level of the wall, like the, what is that word? I can't think of for some reason. The ramparts? You're on the ramparts.
So if I were to leap off and try to leap onto the floor, like fall onto the floor where everything is, how far down is that?
Roll a d6.
So I need to roll a save for that, or?
You can get to a place where you can land on something soft. There is piles of things, cloth, grains.
So
and
I
stuff.
want
There's
to
a
leap.
haystack.
I want to leap off so I want to leap so I can get to the ground quicker.
All right, you could do that.
And then I like to line up a shot on Mr. Fancy Pants.
I make an eagle sound with my imitation mimicry as he jumps off like that.
You jump onto the haystack and you don't fall into it. You kind of just land on it, bounce a little bit, then you scamper back to your feet and line up a shot.
There's already a body in there.
You said he currently he has some cover, right?
He does have some cover.
Okay, I'm going to use a Deadeye shot, which gives me advantage on this attack roll.
All right.
Starting my last grit point. That's funny. So 2 6s, 12. Both up rolls.
You definitely hit the sally port or the frame, but
I missed it.
it doesn't penetrate.
Both rolled a 6.
You might have been better off rolling to hit the cover and then, well, it would have been the same disadvantage to go through it to hit him. All right, but you've made it down. The next is he says something in Draconic. You speak Draconic though,
Yes.
right? He basically says, get him, or some variation of it, and the Drake runs towards you.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
The Drake is after you.
So,
He's still 20 feet up, right?
No.
No, I
He went
jumped.
You jumped?
I landed and fired
I
off
don't
a
know
shot.
why, because you're a ranged person.
the Drake was,
Your wisdom's supposed to be high, bro.
It takes.
+3.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that is going to be 4 damage.
Also, because the guy was in cover, I had to try to get a better shot on him.
There's no allies, no
Also,
get
the
pack takes or anything.
gunner feat basically says I can attack with a 5, so you don't have to be ready.
Okay.
All right.
Unless you're not squishy.
After the Drake, it's time for some treble.
Okay.
Boom.
And, I will. I mean, it's a good. It's called Nathar's Mischief. This is now Nathan's Mischief. Why not?
I accept it.
It's a 20-foot cube. How many people can I get with a 20-foot cube?
You can get 4 kobolds.
And those?
And oh no, there's the other kobolds. You can get 8 kobolds and 4 not kobolds.
Absolutely. Let's do it. All right. I'm going to cast Nathan's Mischief.
They're kind of being contained by the defenders mostly. There's an opening where
am I
the
gonna hit
Drake is
defenders
in the
too? Shoot.
You can leave out the
Can I make
not
it where it's-
kobolds and not hit defenders.
Yeah, I would preferably not hit as little as our defenders if possible.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
You feel a 24 cube you see within range with Fey and Draconic magic. I roll on Surge. It's D4. It is a 4.
Oh, good.
Drops of molasses hover in the cube, making it difficult terrain until the start of my next turn. So difficult terrain for anyone inside the cube.
Okay. Crap. Should have done this. Something else.
Oh, okay.
That's something else. Anyway, what happens? The molasses.
They are difficult terrain,
Difficult terrain,
inside
sure.
the cube until the end of my next turn.
All right.
I will also give Bardic Inspiration.
Are you flying?
I
You're staying up
wasn't-
there.
I don't want to be a target, so I feel like if I fly inside here, I'm gonna be like hey, shoot me down kind of thing.
Sure.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So
I had to ask.
I know. I will give Odkins, Audric, I'm sorry. Odds. Bardic Inspiration.
Yay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Seeing you get hit from the Drake, the guy will lean out just enough to see you and Sacred Flame, do a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw, you say? Natural 20.
Woo!
All right. He grimaces and just stays behind his smelly cover.
Immediately.
All right. Then it is Eldritch Knight.
So, the big cauldron
Mm-hmm.
that's now canon.
It's now canon. It's canon.
Right.
No, no.
Right,
If
so-
you make
Are
me
you gonna
describe
create water
scenery,
inside
it's
it?
there.
There's a cannon?
So,
Are you
Get ready for
Are
it.
you creating water and putting it inside the
So
cauldron?
is-
Spill it
No.
over?
No,
Or no,
no.
you just drop water.
Is
on
the
top.
caster underneath the cauldron?
He's in the Sally Port. He was. He's not now.
but
So he's on the other side.
he's
of
on
it.
the other side of it. So,
No. Sally Port is a door. He came
Right.
through the keep to some entrance that would exit. So he is like basically he's in a room. You can see him because he's like kind of by the threshold, but he is in a. He's not in the courtyard or anywhere else.
Right.
He's in a room.
so could I possibly move that cauldron?
Mm-hmm. You can move the cauldron.
Act of strength in front of that door.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do.
There are some yelling that they can like push them back and close the door. They can like seal it. They need to be sealed up.
So he backed up through the way they came, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of want to put it there.
You're gonna have to rush around the ramparts to that one, or are you gonna use some sort of spell to move from a distance?
Oh, I was just gonna feed of strength. Just eat it.
You want, not the one above him. You want to get
We
into
have a
the,
slide check and now we
there's
have a
one,
heat check.
and the ramparts above him. It's just closer. There's one closer to y'all. You want to take that one and just yeet it across the courtyard. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll see how accurate you
Make
are
a
with
heat
the cauldron.
Make a heat check.
All right, it's gonna be a disadvantage. You're gonna have to, you gotta like grab the rim and do like a spin, like you're throwing in the Olympics if you want to get it over there. So it's a disadvantage.
Okay.
A discus.
Well, hit the guy if you can.
Hit the guy if I can.
You won't hit the guy. There's no way.
I go directly in the door.
Now we have the vital
Yeah.
skill and the yeet.
You're trying to, that scene in Captain America where he throws and gets stuck in the door.
Yeah.
The shield. And you take the cauldron and you spin it and it's stuck in the doorway. That's what we want, right?
Yes,
All right.
That's what we
Now
want.
you have
2 nat 20s.
disadvantage,
Let's do this.
but do it.
Nope. You said a disadvantage.
Your disadvantage.
That's
Unless
unfortunate.
someone can help you negate that somehow that I have not thought of.
I got nothing.
There is no helping.
I use the pay off the dungeon master option.
Is
Well,
the door metal?
I
that he
could be
came
bought. There could be ways to get some inspiration.
Right.
I mean,
Time to take a break.
You bought you have inspiration. If you
Oh,
want,
yeah.
if you want to pass that on.
I'm gonna keep my point. If I'd known that, I would've used that earlier.
The door they came through, is it metal or was it wood?
It was a reinforced wooden door. It has metal like bars
okay.
and stuff. I will let you negate the disadvantage and roll straight up, but you're gonna have to jump as you do it to get some distance, and you're gonna fall down on something. You probably won't be damaged, but you'll be prone at the very least.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
I mean, acrobatics or athletics to see if he's.
Yeah,
I'm giving him not
You
disadvantage
will fall.
throwing a cauldron in the doorway. He
But
get
you will
prone.
fall.
You will fall. No damage.
Are we bowling with cauldrons and kobolds now?
We're gonna see.
Yep, that's exactly what we're doing.
Cauldrons and kobolds. Why didn't we name it that?
20?
That's +4.
19?
19.
19. Yes, you spin this thing somehow. It actually hits one of the kobolds and knocks it prone, and then wedges itself in the door frame.
Nice shot.
It's about a foot and a half off the ground, and it's kind of wedged. So there's a little clearance below it. A kobold can crawl under it, and there's like a little bit so it can be seen over, but the guy can't get out of that easily. without moving it first.
Perfect. All right.
All right.
I'm prone.
You're prone on the ground, about 10 feet from him.
I'm
in the
very
courtyard.
happy.
Are you- Oh, so you fell the 20 feet?
Yeah, he jumped off the ramparts with the throw. He got it.
Should he take damage?
Technically.
No, he fell on some like
Oh,
kind of
okay.
stuff. He didn't take damage, but he's like falling and he's like covered in hay and stuff like
Had a
that.
bunch of empty cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
Meaning to throw out.
Right. FedEx came
Yeah.
just the day before.
There was a lot of soft dirt where they were digging a latrine recently. You're okay.
Shenanigans wise, could he have landed on the Sacred Drake?
Shenanigans wise. That's a great way for the Drake to kill him.
I mean,
No.
the Drake
Stay
takes
behind his
2d6
and then I
damage.
James.
summon my
Heat metal.
I got
Heat metal on
Cauldron.
the cauldron. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because if
Evil.
anything comes in contact with it, it is 2d8.
Right.
So for
Okay.
him to come in,
It won't do significant damage to the structures. You can still repair it, but it'll hurt something. Sure, I can see
that
that.
hurt things
Oh.
trying to come in or leave. So they can't. The ones that are in can't
All right.
leave. That one can't come in.
Cauldron heats up. There we go.
They wanted to plug the hole. We plugged the
It
hole.
is the whole plug. I
Is the cauldron?
can't argue with that.
Is the cauldron inside the cube that I made, or no?
Yes, it is. It is.
You start heating metal, you smell sweet sugar burning right now.
Ooh.
Soon to
lovely
be flesh, probably,
caramelization.
but.
All right. Next is the kobolds, who are now in a curtain of molasses. Some are distracted and lick at the
Crystallized
floating
it.
molasses. Others, while distracted, are being stabbed by the other defenders, their spears. A few of them are going to make their range attacks on the party. Everyone gets one.
Okay.
You. They miss. They miss Nathan. James. Miss. And that is a 22. Oh, they have the Drake, they actually get advantage on you, but I guess it doesn't matter. Crit? Crit!
Man,
I called it, that's a crit!
man, y'all.
The cauldron was distracting it out.
I didn't think that would happen, but it did.
They're technically disadvantaged
I
on
don't
attacking you.
know, was
so if
there
you're
a way to
hit,
have
it's
like half
You're
cover
prone.
where it was still upstairs or no?
On range attacks.
Sure.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Just,
that's
You
correct.
missed it
what's
again.
Plus
3?
two.
Plus 2.
So pray for that.
It's
Dodge.
the same you would have taken if it was a normal hit.
Okay.
How much was it?
That is 5 damage.
5 damage, okay.
You could, well, it's a crit, never mind, can't.
Then,
Need to get up. They just stay back
oh,
up.
last one on triple.
Yeah, big slings. That's what it's-
21.
That is.
And that is 5 damage.
No.
Okay,
Magic.
that's it.
But yes.
3 kobolds are taken down by the other defenders, and it is back to Nathan.
Okay, I see that Drake. Let me get this blood curse up here. Blood curse of the marked. And anytime you would like D&D Beyond to show me what it says extra. Blood curses. Come on.
How much does heat metal do?
2d8.
2d8? The non-kobold defenders that were outside are like, no, there's molasses clouds and stuff, we're gonna go. The first one, he's burned so bad he just passed out, now he's stuck, they're trying to pull him out.
It's like melted too.
There's
Why do
a-
I smell caramelized meat?
There's a congestion of non-kobold attackers right by the glowing
Alright, so
cauldron.
everybody just push.
Alright,
I might try to do that.
but
next
anyway,
turn
Nathan,
if I
what do you
can.
got?
Yeah, I mean it's messed up, but
I
it'll
can't
work.
use
Yeah.
the marked one, it has to. Okay. It says, until the end of your turn, whenever you hit the cursed creature with a weapon for which you have an active crimson run.
Oh,
And if I'm using it as a focus, does that count? Or does it have to be within melee?
what are you using?
I have a
What do you
rapier, I was gonna. You know what, screw it. I'm going to jump down
Mm-hmm.
and land on the Drake.
Okay, odd question, how much does your character weigh? There's a chart.
We're
gonna
gonna say
break his back.
220.
220.
Roll it
Alright,
on
220. 220 pounds. And you're jumping down
20.
at least 20 feet. So you only have to move an extra 20.
You're gonna break both of you.
Okay, the Drake gets a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
It passed. It would have taken 2d6 extra damage.
How about you? Just steps out of the
But
way.
you're down there.
Okay,
What do you do?
I take damage?
Yeah.
You jump willingly. You can do an acrobatics to avoid the dice of damage.
Hey.
I probably will. 19.
19 avoids it. All right, you roll with it, taking no damage.
Okay. Then I'm going to use Blood Curse of the Marked, which, and I'm going to amplify it, so I get to take 1d4 damage for it, for that. 4 damage, damn it. Not supposed to roll high on those. But now I have advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it will take 1d8, 2d4 plus 5.
Okay.
So, where's that one? There we go. Ew. So 6 cold damage and 6 piercing damage.
Alright. That is an unhappy trait.
Would have loved it if it was missed dexterity.
Yeah. Next is, if I'm understanding this, my bad writing is the mage's turn. He is behind a glowing cauldron and unable to get out there. You moved out of range of that claw thing, but it's still up there, and it redirects to who's still up there? Just you two? Let's see.
You took that one.
Bird is odd, so nat 20 is you. But that was to see who it hits, not the nat 20 to hurt you.
I'm
So-
away.
But it is a 19 to hit you. And that is, the only thing I'm rolling for apparently is, put that down. 5 damage.
Wait, you did a lot of short rest, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
you
sorry.
got a short rest.
I-
You did get a short rest before talking to the governor.
So I still have 2 grit points then, because they reset on a short rest.
Good. Next is, it's going
Maintain
to.
concentration, by the way.
To maintain concentration, good. But this mage believes in the concept of double tap, so do a dexterity saving throw.
That's not gonna be good.
3. You take 2 radiant damage from Sacred Flame. That's it for him. He kind of crouches, but unless you can shoot through or you can you might catch a foot. So anyone not on the ground can't target the mage this round.
Okay.
All right. Next is you.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action first to second wind.
Okay.
Gain some health back. D10 plus 3, 12 points.
That comes back on a short rest. You should have done it before short rest.
Well, I didn't have any damage on the first short rest.
That's right.
I'm gonna, because of the gunner feat, I don't have disadvantage moving 5 feet of a target. I'm gonna put my gun at this Drake's head and pull the trigger.
Go ahead.
That is an 18 plus 6.
That is a hit. Good one.
Still minimum damage. Wait, could this can't be added to damage?
Yes, you can.
It can't? I'll add that to damage.
D6, go ahead.
That's better. So 5, 6, 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage. All right. You took out a side of its face, and it's
I'm-
snarling and drooling more.
I'm tempted.
Still angry.
We got 30 minutes. Action, sir.
Action, sir.
Click that last barrel and do it again.
All right.
Oh, that's not that great. It's only going to be a 12.
Oh, that's
Wait, piercing, deadeye shot. Give myself advantage on it.
okay. May as well
18 plus 6.
hit.
Good minimum. It's 6 on the die.
6 plus 8 points of piercing damage.
8 points of piercing damage. That takes it down.
Here's my question. A dead marksman says that I can regain grit shots when I either roll a natural 20 on a firearm or deal a killing blow to a significant threat with DM's discretion. Is this Drake a significant threat?
This is the second most significant threat of this battle. I will call it a significant threat.
So-
You get a grip point.
Thank you. All right, you regain that grid point.
All right, Drake is down. Next, Treble.
Okay, I forgot we didn't get to clarify this with the Nathier's Mischief. I was looking at people on Reddit. People agree, or most people say, like, it doesn't say it needs an action to move the cube, so it just moves without using any of my action economy? Or is it okay, or do we want to make it like a bonus action to move the cube, if I needed to?
I'll look at it later. I'll let you just move it.
Okay, I mean, right now I don't plan to, but I forgot we had it, we didn't
All right.
ask about that. Let's go ahead and roll that d4. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Most things are bonus action.
It's a 1, which is the smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by me until the start of my next turn.
Sharp Divine
Is
Pie.
the mage in the?
I don't know.
Damn.
I don't think so.
No, he's on the other side.
What's your DC?
14.
There is a number of kobolds, so that implies they are charmed.
Okay. Alright. That was my. I guess I have still my action. Should I tell them to do a thing? I don't think they would actively touch the glowing cauldron.
One did.
Quick, friend kobolds, hide in that cauldron, because the lid, they could jump in it. They could feel like 3 kobolds in there.
See if it works.
No.
No, I couldn't.
Is
What? It might get one, sure.
What is the color of the cauldron? Because
Oh, it's glowing.
It's glowing. Okay.
It's that level of hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
It does almost 2 or 3 times the average damage. Well, not
Oh,
like
okay,
twice the
so
average damage of
what I wanted to
regular
do-
fire.
Yeah.
So that was that's effect. I'm going to jump down, fly, like, make sure I don't have to make a save or anything.
Okay.
And I want to land in front of the cube
Uh-huh.
and do gust of wind.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going towards the cauldron?
Towards the cauldron, obviously. Obviously.
Our best weapon is a cauldron.
We're bringing the cauldron with us somehow.
Okay, it's actually a strong wind of 60 feet long, so if I can get before anything 60 feet before the cube that's only enemies, I can try to.
So it's like big but light. So we can carry
If
it.
you want to go with him, you can blow the Drake's body, and that might even help. I'll give disadvantage on the save to one
Sure,
kobold just
okay.
to blow the Drake body.
Alright, so a line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blast from me in a direction I choose.
Mhm.
Towards a cauldron. Each creature that starts its turn in that line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from me in a direction that I chose. So.
Okay. Technically, before that goes off, the Eldritch Knight and Cleric get their action, but yeah, you start, the gust of wind starts blowing and starts picking up. Alright. Okay, what's Water Genasi? What you gonna do? Your turn.
Okay, so first off,
She started a gust of wind and it started, the kobolds are struggling against it. On their turn, we'll see if they get blown or not, but you and James go before the gust of wind.
great. So I stand up.
Yeah.
Important.
That's it.
Alright! I'll take the dodge action.
Stand up. Bonus action. Summon my Biden
Okay.
and booming blade.
Okay.
Oh, that's.
So that's gonna put you in the gust of wind.
Oh, it does it?
Yes. If you attack in melee, yes. Well, if you would have enough movement to, if you pass the save, you would have enough movement to get back out of it again.
Except I could throw it.
You could throw it.
Isn't it
Boom and
melee
blade
for-
don't throw?
It's melee for both.
And every
Oh,
cauldron
man.
needs a fort to turn around that kobold stew.
Also,
Okay, it's
My
how
friend
wide
ended
is
up
gust of
taking-
wind? Just 5 feet? 10 feet?
it is a 60 feet long, 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide. You can attack an enemy on the edge of it. So yeah, you can melee without being blown by the wind.
and any creature that comes has to spend 2 feet of movement for every foot movement when it moves closer to me.
You will have to worry about the smell of apple pie charming you to the bird.
That is gone now. That was concentration. So this is my new
All right,
concentration.
Well then, alright.
Very
So,
quick
alright,
to
can,
apple pie.
can I retro?
What do you want to do?
Okay. Stand up, of course.
Stand up, sure.
I want to take.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have enough feet to get out the wind if we did that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I would like to take out. I don't have my marble out. Can I take out the marble and catapult?
Sure.
Cool. That's what I'm gonna do.
Who are you targeting?
I am targeting the closest person in that blast.
Okay. Isn't catapult save? It's a save
Yes.
spell, right?
Like
Save
the deck
30.
save.
Yeah.
All right. The closest person
So they gave
fails the check.
Lovely. So
No, you need to check the map.
Every fight, we're gonna put a cauldron in the middle of it and just keep pushing people towards it.
oh wait, it's that's automatic, isn't it?
Yeah, if it automatically damage.
I got it. Someone cast Liam,
Yeah,
someone
so it's,
cast Bigby's Manor in the cauldron. We jump into it. That's where.
Yeah. Put a portable hole in the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
It's bigger on the inside.
Right. There we go. Let's grab both of these.
We have an objective: find a portable hole.
That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Yes, that target is taken out. The ball, like, rips through him. Almost like one of his bullets. It's not quite as dramatic or loud.
Well, it's a marble, so it's shatter on impact, so it's gone.
How many people
Yeah,
are
he'll
left?
take damage. We'll see after the gust of wind, but currently there's 3 kobolds and 3 non-kobolds, plus the mage behind them.
The 3 non-kobolds you said were going towards the door.
Yeah, they're right by the cauldron.
Is
see.
gust of wind where it would hit them?
Yes.
If they had, any of them had torches, they're extinguished now. I don't know if that would make any difference.
Okay. I will. Guess jump down and go as close to like cauldron area where they're going to be pushed to without being in the gust of wind,
All right.
and ready in action of just an attack in case they try to leave.
Sure. All right. Perfect. All right. Now, what's the save for this
Because
gust?
real
This
quick,
is
gust
a
of wind blowing
strength.
somebody past me does not do opportunity
No.
attack.
No.
Right.
Gust of wind is a strength saving 14 DC.
Strength saving 14. I don't think the kobolds are going to get it. One of them did. Well, no, that's too many kobolds. And then the Drake body messed one up. So it was like, I'm gonna make it. Oh, gets hit by a dead Drake, and it is pushed.
So
Let's.
even though it's 15 feet or less from the cauldron, hits the cauldron. Yeah.
Most of them are.
Girl.
Then the one of the non-kobold defenders, 2 okay. It's 10 damage.
I have a question. So in a forge, if you have something really hot and you do wind on it, it heats it up. Is there
It's
additional
not-
That one
damage?
because it's feeding the. No, it won't.
Okay.
But
It's not a
10 is enough damage to kill everything.
I like where this is.
Just checking for
The-
future
The
instances.
kobolds are pushed. Some of them are in the cauldron itself, and they're just burning. There's no hope for them. one of the
Team
guys
Cauldron
is pushed,
is
and then the second guy's pushed into him, and he is like sheared, like he like stopped screaming after a moment, and one guy manages to like slide out of it and crosses your path, so you can hit him.
Cool.
Nice.
What a great view for this mage person on the other side.
He's just
It's a 18.
18 hits him.
So,
One of the nice perks of
9
being a
damage.
cook.
9 damage actually takes him down. So with that, the defenders rally, the ones with the shields, and they push the kobolds they're fighting ahead, but they push them into the gust, also pushing them to cauldron, overfilling it with burning kobold corpses. The mage just looks onto this, so you can see him over there. He sinks back into the darkness, presumably at the exit.
We're making soup.
There's some. You can hear some kobolds, and he yells for the kobolds to try to get past and kill and keep attacking. But from what he said, he is done with the attack. Personally,
fair enough.
he's sending kobolds. So now, without much trouble with that, how long is he? Can you concentrate?
minute.
A minute. Does anyone have mending?
I do.
If you go over there, but they'll only have a couple of rounds of pushing kobolds, you can mend the thing and fix a part of it, and then the rest you can hold. A couple casts of the mending, and you can get it done.
Should I stop?
So, with everyone helping, I don't see much trouble with
Is
y'all.
everybody sitting
getting kobolds.
horrified as we cook
I have a
everybody who
different
was
idea.
there?
Oh, a different idea. Let's hear
Is
it.
it my turn yet?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean,
Since-
are we still in combat?
Okay. I said that he scoped. Technically, on your turn, the mage is still. You could see a bit of him, so he's still. He hasn't like left yet on your turn.
Since Eldritch Blast is force damage,
Right.
can I force the cauldron
Just on the
back
other side.
towards him?
There's a bunch of people melted to it now.
Force damage doesn't push like that. It doesn't affect objects too
Because like
much.
the spell doesn't say anytime it hits something.
What
it
force
pushes
damage
back.
is? Force damage is like damage that is also on like the ethereal plane. So it almost seeps into what it's just that's how it works. It doesn't actually push anything.
Imagine like an ethereal train. Just
It's gravity.
Yeah.
I was just trying to put gravity on my side.
Yeah. Yeah, but with all the kobolds weighing it down and it wedge, I don't see the Eldritch Blast being able to
Okay,
do
I
it.
will hold my action in case something gets past. What'd you call it? Sallyport?
The Sally Port entrance. How
Something
long did
gets
it
past
win?
Up to a
Sallyport.
minute.
Up to a minute? Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna hit it.
What a
see.
terrible combination.
I'm gonna hit it with, if anything finds its way past Sallyport, I will hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yeah, if you can blast kobolds coming in, they can really only kill one at a time. If y'all just keep blasting the one or two kobolds they could even try that don't die from the heat metal, but then once it's there, if y'all do that, and you can cast bending, and there's one person that can help in here. I don't see y'all having much trouble sealing the Sally Port.
Right.
So
Well, the kobolds trying to get in are going to seal it anyway, right? 'Cause they're
The bodies,
blocking
you
up-
mean?
well,
Yeah,
but the bodies, they wouldn't. If they came back
No, it's
determined,
not.
like the mage got
It's
some,
unbelievable.
like not kobolds, some competent people, they could get through that pretty fast. So y'all need to seal it.
There's not a whole lot of space right now while the heat metal's still on, because
There's a
there's
swamp.
dead body and stuff at the bottom, so they'd have to go over it. So
Yeah.
if they're gonna climb over it, unless they can just
They can't
run
they
and
go
jump
under.
through people.
Yeah.
'cause right now they're kind of welding too.
Now, at the end part, you're gonna have to remove that.
Oh, yeah,
fill it
when
with
it's
sealing.
over, yeah, we have to figure out how to close that.
But yeah, I'm not seeing much trouble fighting the kobolds because y'all have already got the mage himself. He's like, that's crazy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Now
for
with
my,
just kobolds and 4 dudes and 2 of them died from the no.
yeah, on my turn, I'm gonna go after the mage.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get there?
The mage, the
'Cause the
mage
is
goes
on the other
right.
side,
before you.
Yeah.
So you would basically you'd have to like a penetrating shot, blind fire, so it would be disadvantaged.
Luke doesn't want to try to kill him. I want to see if I can get him to surrender. We need information.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have to
we're
move
not
the
gonna be able to
cauldron.
catch
He's gonna be gone.
Well, no. So my
You want
whole
him to surrender and wait there.
yeah, because look what we've done to your men. We'll do worse to you. I literally blew the brains out of your Drake. You sit there, you be a good magic caster, and answer our questions.
I thought. Okay.
Still have a dragon. He'll be here soon.
Do you really think you'll last that long as I look over
Love
the
that
cauldron?
Okay, so the mage is stuck in here with us.
No, the mage is in the room past this entrance to that door. Presumably, he can go back the way he came and exit the door.
How tall is the cauldron?
The cauldron is. I said it's about so it's about
A bathtub? Oh Jesus.
not a wash tub. It's about 3 feet or so. Like I said, it just leaves a little clearance on the top and
Yeah, it's
bottom.
cast
I
iron.
had
Why
more
is that
questions
table-
about this cauldron that you
Or why
mentioned
is
in
your
passing
table-
than anything else.
About what?
It's not quite as wide as this table.
Okay.
I mean, at its the lid is not at its whole base. It's approximate. It's
Wait,
a little
there's a
smaller.
lid?
For
No, the lip, not the lid. There can be a lid.
For our
The
audience
lid is up there
members.
somewhere.
The table that Emmanuel is sitting is circular.
Yeah.
If you cannot tell that.
So-
I didn't bring my ruler.
There's a lid. We're going Captain America.
Yep.
I'm kind of regretting I didn't jump over the cauldron at this point, trying to get to the
Then
mage.
you would have been trapped.
Yeah, if you had
If you had failed, you'd have burned yourself. But
You might
no,
have joined the suit.
the mage is
You have to scrape bits of people off of that.
not afraid. He gets advantage, and no, he's not daunted by that. He's daunted enough that he's not gonna do this alone with the forces that's with him. But no, he's not gonna surrender.
So, where is he in relationship to the gust of wind and the cauldron?
He's in well, he's probably back in the tunnel because he goes right
So,
before
so
you.
he is yet to come. He never made it into the room where.
He was.
Well, he
in-
did, but he stepped back in.
He's
Okay.
not come back out.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
he is past the cauldron
Yeah.
and at the entrance to the tunnel at this
Alright,
point.
so let me see something here.
Like if you can do a trick shot and ricochet or
That's-
something,
now I'm trying to think. So
if
it's
you can think of something like that, you can possibly target him,
1.
but it will not be easy.
So I have 1 shot left. It's 1, 2. So I have 1 shot left. I will use that grit point and go for a deadeye shot to give advantage on the attack. And I'm going to try to
Okay, you would have disadvantage, so they'll make
do
a
a straight roll. And so I'm essentially going to try to almost use the gust of wind like to make the bullet skim it. So it misses the barrel, but the gust of wind fires it forward more.
Okay.
Isn't there like a movie where you can
Wanted, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so he's going for an angle, and he's targeting a little to the left, so he causes the wind to push the bullet.
Well, that is a natural 1, but I'm going to burn my point of inspiration.
That just gives you advantage. You already gave advantage.
Why just I re-roll? The inspiration just gives the re-roll, doesn't it?
No, it makes it
It gives
advantage.
you advantage.
So it's not a reroll.
So
You
it's
need
just an even.
It's not quite as good as like something that gives.
Oh yeah, so I'm thinking the way I do it.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah. We did discuss making that how we did it before we started.
Okay, can
Uh,
I burn the inspiration to give it?
the-
You did buy me a Coke. The Coke inspiration allows a reroll. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, you're
Beverage
we're not
inspiration
using you.
rerolls.
We're going to use this one.
High stakes here. Go.
That's better.
Is it enough?
Total of an 18.
All right.
18 hands because
Let us see.
I don't know. He's also taking account. Maybe the guy has cover or something.
There's.
Okay, cool.
He also has Shield of Faith on. But let us see. His normal AC is this, plus that. What'd you get?
18. With the gust of wind giving me a little bit of oomph and power.
I don't think that's how far.
Shut up, that's how it works. It's magic.
Yeah.
D&D is a negotiation half
Okay.
the time.
I'm gonna fire
he-
this in a hurricane and shoot further.
Give him only half cover instead of
Okay.
much better. The bullet wings him. Roll damage.
Okay. All right. That's not my roll. That's better. That is a total of 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing damage.
And I need to reload. I am empty.
Crap.
Who's next in the line? We're still doing initiative.
Have you already gone?
Well, the mage is next, so he's gone.
What
I was
happened?
gonna say like vicious mockery, but I mean, I know it's a default, but still. Sometimes
It's
it helps.
something.
I mean, we'd have to check and see if there's something we need to repair on the other side of this.
Okay, you notice, the cauldron starts to glow brighter and it starts to change the color to more of a blue. And after that, the mage has disappeared. Besides a audible and surprised gasp followed by a grunt by being hit with a bullet he didn't see coming.
I was also going to ask you another question. So, two-weapon fighting says specifically it's a one-handed light weapon. Now, it does say melee, but this is a gun, which is a one-handed weapon. Could I make an offhand attack and throw a dagger at him as well? Or is that pushing it?
It is pushing it.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, it's both.
And his
Two-weapon
powers.
fighting really does say melee.
Yeah, because the issue like with normal range is it's two-handed, so yeah, that I'm fine with you saying no. I'm just like, so yeah.
You really like it.
I do too. Like, I understand.
It's a dungeon master.
I've
What
done
the
it.
most, yeah.
As someone who has thrown the dagger as a bonus action for two-weapon fighting, I will allow it. I don't see a way to get advantage though.
No, that's fair. I just straight disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Great way to have one less
16.
16.
Yeah.
It will make contact. Well, hold on.
He'll
Let me
remember.
see.
Yeah.
Let me see if he
Okay.
passes concentration
All right.
because
What was up
for
for first
Shield
one?
of Faith. Because
Yeah.
if he fails, it hits.
That's an additional dagger is, I'll take a d4 of damage at this point.
Just a D4.
1d4 plus 2. But
The disadvantage.
max damage, 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
You will remember odds, Botkins.
Okay.
But
He,
no,
he still limps away.
but that was my only dagger, so my dagger's
He
gone.
has that dagger. It is large in his glute.
I'm okay with that. I'll remove that dagger from my inventory.
I mean, if we want to go after him, because if we need somebody to question, and now he's as close to alone as we're gonna have anybody who might have information. I drop heat metal, we force our ways through and chase him, and let everybody else close up behind us.
You want to try to do that?
I'm not against that. I say as I holster my gun and draw my
Is the
rapier.
cauldron still turning blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the good thing is there's a bunch of bodies between us and that now. So if we just run and try to knock it through.
Just try to shove the cauldron through.
Using
Yeah.
the bodies as mitts.
Yep.
I can shape person.
I have used bodies as shields.
I mean, yeah, you could just throw
We're
water
just
on
gonna
it.
fill
too.
I can imagine it, so it must be possible.
both of
If
us
that's
can
what you
create-
want to do,
create
the
a
next person is Treble.
Ah, okay. I stop, gust of wind, and
I'll drop heat metal as well.
I can't see how hurt the guy is, but I don't care. Vicious mockery at the guy.
Do you have to be able to see him?
That's a good question. Let's see. Laser streak above, so let's see within range.
Yeah, you can't see him.
What Well then, I'm not doing that.
You can mock him all you like. He can probably hear you.
Yeah, probably. No, I guess I'll start helping to move the cauldron as my action.
I mean, you could
Is
slide
there water
over.
in your
Okay.
eye?
Can I don't know, is there
Water
enough
nearby,
gap
there's
to
water
fly through?
barrels, there's provisions here.
Okay.
There's a water barrel.
Question.
What?
Is there a gap for me to squeeze the fly through? I don't think so. Is there?
You can try,
It said
but
3 feet.
But,
if there's a water barrel,
there's
let me-
2 people before his turn, so it's still glowing blue and hot.
I know, so.
So you can't fly through, no.
No.
You can squeeze through.
That's
You can
very
try to fly and try to dive through like a trick from a skateboarding game, but other than that,
What would that be? Acrobatics check?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, it
I
would.
have a +4.
Do it. Build up the speed and tuck in and dive through. Just do it. Go ahead and roll that fire damage.
Woo! Okay. Unnatural 20.
In a puddle, it's just a dead body.
You avoid the 12 fire damage I was gonna do, and you make it into the room.
Just a minute, marshmallow chicken.
No!
Just so you can insult this guy as he runs away.
Absolutely!
Get him, Tremble, get him.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah.
Really needs to go.
Other than that 20.
Yeah, but that's all
Let me get the list to see if
I was hoping
these
that
are
wasn't a
actual.
silent DM roll.
Nope, that was his save.
What was it?
He rolled that 20 with save.
Oh, okay, well. I mean, I'd try it, so whatever I picked. Okay, 17. What's 17? You're like a trained ape, only without the training, apparently. Okay. Alright. And yeah.
That's why he rolled a nat 20, because he doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
What?
It didn't land. No, it didn't. And I'm chasing after him.
Okay.
So.
Should you
Next is the Eldritch Knight,
Yes.
Mr. Water Genase.
Mom.
It is your turn.
Cool.
Now
Mom, I could use your help.
you
Yeah.
could try to run and do a slide under the cauldron.
I mean,
The one
That's what
guy,
I was thinking about doing.
another guy died doing it, but I feel like you could do it.
I do have extra water on my skin. So,
Just steam, like bubbling.
yeah. But if there's heat melt twice in that.
I mean,
You don't know why it's brighter or blue. No one knows why that's
isn't it a
happening.
free action drop concentration? Is it a free action?
Free action's still on your turn.
Okay. Alright.
Well, then I will hold.
I'm ready my action to dash. Alright, okay. He's got the
Heat
trick.
metal.
Okay.
Does
Uh,
it cool down immediately when you drop it?
It's still hot, but it's normal amount of hot. It will burn you, like leave burns, but it's not gonna do all that damage. It's gonna do like, maybe like a D4.
Did it? So does it look like there's still another effect
No.
on it? Okay.
It was an effect added on to the heat that was already there. So
Okay.
you can smell the blue. No, he cast thaumaturgy on it, just to distract y'all so he can leave.
Yeah.
Pretty color. Wait, where'd it go?
I had a feeling it was like, how can he double the heat? Like, I don't think he
He
can.
did.
I was thinking
He
it
learns
might
how to
have, like,
turn blue.
I'll make it blue and brighter, the fools.
Wait, you can blue steel, but like that's not a process of making it hot.
Right. I guess I'll go with just
Zoolander blue steel?
saying
That would have stopped it. That would have stopped him distracting.
Kind of going with the other defenders, like
That's Magnum.
close up behind us, and like climb over and join her on the other side.
Okay.
Defenders are still. I mean, they managed to fight, but they're still like shaking and climbing over the wall. That's a hard sell.
No, we're
Oh, you are.
just I'm going. They just need to close the door behind.
So you're gonna go up. Wait, you're gonna clear the sally
through
port.
the sally port.
Okay, so you're gonna clear the cauldron.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just climbing over it. I'm probably not going to be able to like clear everything out.
Okay. Well,
Or
if you
waste the
climb
time
over
if we
it,
go.
Should have asked.
you'll take the D4 fire.
Can I not just climb on the bodies?
I will give you
There's
an
a lot of
athletics check
bodies.
to use the bodies.
and lose a little bit of
Great
humanity.
American Ninja Warrior.
More like Great Fey Run.
Last
Yeah,
time I
fair.
ran this, someone hollowed out a kobold head and wore it as a hat. So
Oh.
here, you got the moral.
Please,
you got the
we,
moral.
we have class.
It's 19.
19, okay, you use
Gently lay a kobold over.
the human is kind of burned,
It's like
fused on it. You climb over him and into kobold bodies, and you manage
Like the
to
Super Bowl
get
World
over
War
it.
II movie, live over the barbed wire.
Yeah.
You pick up a kobold body and lay it over the lip and use it to crawl right over.
Severely traumatize all the defenders.
The sizzle.
Yeah,
of
they
it
sizzle.
still.
We need to get something to eat after this, man. I'm telling you, my stomach's growling right now.
I would never.
So I'll crawl through and like go as far as I can down the tunnel to see if I can.
Can't tell if that was
Okay.
in game or out
Just
of
start
game.
pursuing the other person.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, molasses only did so much. Burning flesh does not smell good.
So it's clear that there were more coming in. You hear another sizable group further down the Sallyport tunnel.
Where's the closest cauldron?
Straight above you.
Gonna be my
15 feet
answer
of
every
stone.
time.
So yes,
Okay.
those are in there. There is another force. Those other Sally Point that is coming. That have probably met with the mage by
Alright.
now.
So we
Rewrite
should move.
spell.
We should move
Locate
back then.
cauldron.
Then I'll
Uh,
move back and start to. As soon as I hear that, move back as far as I can, and then can start helping them
okay.
clear stuff
Maybe.
out.
Me?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I'm going to see him move back and say,
Yeah, I'll let everybody know there's people coming.
Yes.
then I'll look at the troops and say, rally. For if tonight we do not stand, we will die.
Sure. The ones who are fighting, they hold their shields in the ready position and they face the Sallyport.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, there we go.
So we need to close that first thing next time.
Yeah.
I am ready to do so.
Or if it's stuck.
Thank you for watching the Dusty Sailboat. We will be back in 2 weeks' time. You can watch us here on the Southern GM's channel, or you can actually be here at the author shop. It was very barren tonight. I'd love to have some more people here. Thank y'all for